Okay. "26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18. Actually, I should do it live. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Coaches at the 35 of Forest City. 33, 32, 31, 30 of Forest City. Talking to Coach Moore. Coach Moore is at the 30 of Forest City. 31. On the numbers, Robe Berry reaches out for a handshake. Handshake. 31 minutes, 59, 58, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40. Handshake, spin, move. Robe Berry on the numbers. Kellen Moore on the numbers. Jorgensen at the 25. Fist bump. "35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18.
overall. Again, just like last year, Nick Pluger, the head coach of the Okoboji Pioneers, has implemented something he learned from the legendary Bob Howard coaching at Webster City. It's the single wing spinner back. We're going to hear that. You're going to hear spinner back all night long. If you think about quarterback, how much football have you watched in your life, and you think about quarterback, throw the quarterback out the book. We have no quarterback tonight for the Okoboji Pioneers. Instead, they are playing with a spinner back. And what does that mean? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like every time they snap the football. What we used to call the quarterback, and now in this offense is called the spinner back, is going to spin. Is he going to give the football to one of the two running backs? Is he going to give it to one of the wide receivers? Is he going to give it to a fullback? You don't know. It's all about deception. Where the football, sometimes the offense, some people in the offense sometimes you'll even see them confused because you don't know where it's going. That's the challenge for the Forest City defense this evening. It actually plays really well into what Forest City likes to do defensively when you got a guy like Kearney and Andy Olson and Sam Clausen and Kellen Moore amongst those guys that really like to flow to the football as linebackers, and the defensive line, which has played really good. Tristan Bransoy is hopefully going to have a great night tonight for Forest City. The Indians got to find that football, got to bring that football to the ground, and you don't want them to go into big plays. But just as you see with other offenses, such as West Hancock and those offenses, Okoboji will throw the football. So just when you get where it's run, and you get complacent with stopping the run, then they are going to take a shot over your head and try to throw the football. As we mentioned, has not been quite a very good year for the Okoboji Pioneers. They lost their last time out to Central Lyon George Little Rock, who I feel is the best team in Class 2A. We'll find out. The Raiders, other than me, have Williamsburg as the number one overall team in Class 2A. I strongly feel that Central Lyon George Little Rock is the best team in Class 2A, but I guess that will be determined a little bit later on, and not by us, but the kids on the field. 62-6 was that final last Friday night between Central Lyon George Little Rock and the Okoboji Pioneers. The lone win for Okoboji came back on September 9th against Manson Northwest Webster, a 32-0 victory there in Manson for Okoboji. They went winless, though, in district play right after, losing to Sheldon, Unity Christian, West Lyon, Cherokee, Washington, and then to Central Lyon George Little Rock, which brings us here to this evening. We're going to hear more about the spinner back. We're going to hear more about Okoboji when we talk here in just a few minutes with Okoboji head coach Nick Pluger. We'll go behind the enemy lines when we come back and hear from Okoboji coach Nick Pluger right after this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
MBT Bank, proudly serving northern Iowa and southern Minnesota with 10 locations. MBT Bank brings you the latest in banking technology with that local community connection. Learn more about MBT Bank online at mbtbank.bank. Member FDIC.
FCIS Insurance is proud to support our local athletes throughout the year. Let FCIS be your partner, not just your agent, helping you with all your insurance needs. With multiple carriers, we can get you the best coverage for the best price. Call us today at 800-331-1520. Good luck, Indians, from FCIS Insurance.
The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City. The team at 3M wishes our area athletes good luck and good health this season. Like any good team, working together brings out great results on the field or in the warehouse. The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City.
Back on the pregame show, it's Behind the Enemy Lines. We're talking with Okoboji head coach Nick Pluger. The Pioneers and the Indians getting set for tonight's action. Coach, tell us a little bit about your team. Not quite the season you guys were hoping for, but talk about your team a little bit.
Yeah, like you said, definitely not the season that we expected or hoped for. Going into the seasons, we talked a lot about potentially making the playoffs. That was the goal of our team this year. And from the get-go, a lot of pretty significant injuries, especially in our backfield. We didn't have the same starting backfield for the first 5 weeks. Multiple quarterbacks out for an extended period of time, like Jace Joestan didn't start until week 5 with a high ankle sprain. And then Landon Duvall had a broken collarbone in week 1, and he hasn't played at all since, obviously then. So very, very thin. in the first half of the season. But, the second half of the season, we're definitely the strongest and healthiest that we've ever been, but definitely playing the best competition of the season with Unity Christian, West Lion, Central Lion, and Shelburne, all those teams in the playoffs. So, again, definitely a battle-tested team. Have seen a lot of really good opponents. So, really looking forward to our matchup on Thursday night with Forest City. A good chance for closure for our season and an accelerator into our off season.
Coach, let's talk about your offense a little bit. Of course, with that single wing and the spinner back, you got about 4 or 5 guys that are going to carry the ball, a bulk of the load tonight. But you will pass. Let's talk a little bit about your offense and tell our listeners what they're going to see.
Yeah, the single wing offense, so that's a very common offense in today's era of football, which is what we appreciate it. Harder to scout, something that you don't see often, and definitely hard to duplicate our backfield motions. So, a lot of deception in that offense. Learned that in Webster City through Bob Howard and fell in love with it, and knew that's the offense I wanted to run if I was ever had the opportunity as head coach. So, in our third year of doing that, but it gives us a unique opportunity to get the ball in a lot of different athletes' hands. So, if you see our stats, we're pretty evenly distributed through about 4 different guys in terms of touches and yards and their success this year. Offensive line was very consistent all year long. A lot of those guys on the line have been there for 3 years, so we really can plug in any back behind that line and generate some pretty good success. So that's our single wing offense, very ground heavy. We've been throwing in some more wrinkles this year to make us a little bit more of a passing threat, and more importantly to back off the blitzing linebackers in secondary a little bit, make them have to honor the passing game, which then again opens up our running game even more so.
Coach, when you have an offense where you have so many guys that touch the football, there might be games or two where maybe 1 or 2 guys touch it a little bit less than the other guys. So how does your team stay focused and be happy for each other? And are they just super unselfish guys and don't really care who carries the football as long as the team is able to do well?
Yeah, we definitely have very unselfish players, and we talk about that a lot each week. If you really want your teammates to have success, you're going to really execute your fakes. That way you're drawing, an extra 2 or 3 defenders with you, while the guy that actually has the ball has obviously less work to deal with. So have to be very unselfish in this offense. And, again, it's always dependent matchups. Sometimes due to our unbalanced lines, teams will really overload the strength of our formation, which sets up our counters really well. So, on any given night, our counters might be more successful, or if they try to be more balanced, then our powers and sweeps will be more successful. So obviously that will benefit each position, but again, it really has to do with being super unselfish, executing your fakes, knowing that your teammates probably going to be getting more of the carries that night, but in the grand scheme of the season, it all kind of evens out by the end.
Coach, defensively, you have a sophomore, Mr. Elwood, who is having a fantastic year for your team. You have some other guys that will come in and make some plays. Let's talk about your team defensively and how you're going to line up against Forest City's offense.
Yeah, Blaze Elwood, like you said, has had a tremendous season, and he's just a sophomore. A very natural athlete at that position, plays with low pad leverage. He feels really well. He reads really well. He's definitely a student of the game. Each week when you look at his huddle accounts, he has several hours logged. So he's been putting in a ton of mental prep along with his physicality. So that's a great compliment to Blaze. And a lot of those stats are credited to the defensive line up front, particularly Christian Gonzalez and Sam Pass as our interior defensive linemen. They just demand so much respect and a lot of times eat up double teams, which frees up our backers to go fill in the play. So anytime you have a backer that has a lot of tackles, that means the defensive line is doing a lot of things really, really well, making their job easy. So we got a lot of experience with Sam Pass, Christian Gonzalez, and Aiden Doms as their defensive end. Those 3 have been very, very consistent on our defensive line, and like I said, that makes our backers' lives a lot easier as well when a lot of those blocks are already accounted for, and they can free flow to the ball.
Coach, you're taking on a Forest City team this evening, a team that's a little bit different from last year's team. You got a new quarterback. You're going to have some new athletes. Some of them were there last year but weren't making the impact that they are this year. Coach, a little bit of a different offense as well, a little bit of a different look. So what are you expecting out of Forest City, your opponent, this evening?
Yeah, like I said, it's I would say both teams are hardly similar to what they were last year. A lot of different athletes and almost a different scheme. Forest City is very 50-50 run pass. On certain situations, they're very run heavy, but then depending on where they're out in the field, that they're largely a passing team. They got a lot of good athletes out in open field, and they run very, very crisp routes. So they do a really good job of getting open in open space and do a good job of distributing the ball to a lot of different playmakers. And again, that's both in the rushing department and the receiving department. So, Andy Olson, a senior, having a great year. And then you got Sam Clausen, who's been doing a lot of really good things well in the rushing department. And then the receiving department, Robbie, Kellen, even some Jack Thompson, again, just a lot of different guys making plays. So it's a big matchup for us. Defensive line has to get some pressure so the quarterback's not comfortable in the pocket because when Ty has time to throw, he's just a sophomore, so he's going to get better and better. So I kind of put some pressure on him so our secondary could do a good job defending those crisp routes that they run. We can talk about with the defensive line. They got to eat up those double team blocks and their zone blocking scheme and free up our backers to fill from the inside out.
Coach, thanks so much for your time and good luck this evening.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for the coverage. We just love the matchup. It's a great opportunity for both teams, win or loss, to get closure on their season. It's nice to have a meaningful football game in your last game. So again, I think a great move by the SAFE, and hopefully both programs acknowledge the opportunity that they get one last chance to play. So both teams will really let it all out there tonight, with the idea of having no regrets when the clock strikes zero.
That's very well said. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, thanks you.
That's Okoboji head football coach Nick Pluger. His Pioneers taking on the Indians. We'll talk with Forest City head football coach Chad Moore after the break.
Kingland Construction Services is a proud supporter of trades-based education programs like apprenticeships, the Building Trades Academy at the John V. Hansen Career Center, and internships through NIAC. These programs also have debt-free options available. Find out more by calling Kingland Construction Services at 641-585-0101. A&W Restaurant in Forest City. A&W has delicious burgers, cheese curds, onion rings, chicken tenders, and more available daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Finish your meal with a tasty root beer float, shake, polar swirl, or soft serve ice cream. A&W, where the food is as good as the root beer. Highway 69 North in Forest City.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
Back on the pregame show, we're talking now with Forest City head football coach Chad Moore as his Indians get ready to take on the Pioneers of Okoboji tonight, Coach.
Yep, we played these guys last year, and a lot like us, they play in a really tough district. They probably play, with Central Line. They've seen talent. They see physicalness. They're going to line up. They run the single wing, and they run a version of that. So, they're going to line it up and come right at you. They don't make any bones about it. So we'll have to be ready. We'll have to play defense well again. This will be our third game in a row. We played a run, dominant type football team, and we're going to have it's a little different offense to prepare for. But you're right, the defensive line's going to have to step up and play well. We're going to have to good backer play. And then, I feel like our secondary will show up and do what they do every Friday night. So it'll be a fun week. It'll be a short week. It'll be a different week of preparation. I think it'll be pretty cool for the kids to play on a Thursday night, kind of be, have their own stage a little bit. We're looking forward to it, and we're thankful that we get another chance to play one more game for a lot of reasons, just because it's an opportunity. But quite frankly, like I told the guys last night, we're getting better every week. And it's one of those things like I think some of our guys aren't ready to put equipment away. They're starting to just hit their stride, especially some of our young guys, and the light bulb's kind of coming on. So we get one more opportunity here, and we definitely want to take advantage of that. Thankful for our seniors. They're going to get one more opportunity to play on on our field and play in front of our fans and our community one more time. And they really enjoy that. They really enjoy that support. And, the atmosphere, we're biased, but we feel like the atmosphere around our football fields one of the best that we go to or see around. So we're thankful for that.
Coach, thanks so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
All right, thanks, Z.
That's Forest City head football coach Chad Moore. We'll come back for starting lineups and kickoff between Okoboji and Forest City next.
Check out McCluskey Appliances' wide selection of appliances, brands like Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Amana, and Genair. In stock, plenty of choices, and quick delivery is our goal. McCluskey Appliance in Mason City or Garner. Experience, customer service, and making new relationships is what we're all about. Stop in and see us, follow us on Facebook, or connect with us at McCluskeyAppliance.com.
MBT Investments of Forest City. Whether it's servicing your 401k, saving for your child's education, or investing for the future. See Matt Jennings or Troy Hall at MBT Investments. Call 585-IRAs. MBT Investments, your partner for your financial journey. Securities and advisory services are offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor and broker-dealer member FINRA/SIPC. Insurance products are offered through LPL or its licensed affiliates. Securities and insurance offered through LPL or its affiliates are not insured by FDIC or any government agency, not bank guaranteed, not bank deposits or obligations may lose value.
NIAC is proud to help support North Iowa athletes. Working hard and being part of a team is a great way to learn lessons for life, and learning is what NIAC is all about, beginning with high school juniors and seniors who can start building college credits now for free. Learn more at niac.edu.
Forest City Auto is your Napa Auto Care Center where we work on all types of vehicles and guarantee our work with a 2-year part and labor warranty. With free pickup and delivery, we're the place to call. And if you don't talk to Cheyenne or Lorena, you've called the wrong place. Forest City Auto.
Hy-Vee in Forest City is a proud supporter of the Forest City Indians. Stop in and check out their pharmacy. It's built for you. No waiting in lines for the pharmacy. The pharmacy will be waiting for you. Hy-Vee is your full-service, employee-owned grocery store here in Forest City. Go Indians from Hy-Vee. Malin Egg Service of Forest City is a proud supporter of Forest City High School athletics. Nate Malin is with you from the word go. From planting to harvest, you can count on Nate. Contact him today in Forest City at 641-860-1712. Nate will help you put the right seed on your acres. 641-860-1712. After serving the Forest City community for over 50 years, Wilson Dental is now expanding to serve you better. We look forward to seeing you at our Forest City and our Garner location. Wilson Dental, where your smile is our reward.
Miller Pharmacy has complete prescription services. Free delivery in town, by mail, along with curbside pickup located at the Mercy One Clinic in Forest City. Miller Pharmacy is also open Saturday mornings and gladly accepts Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Call ahead and your script refill will be ready for you. No need to wait. Miller Pharmacy of Forest City.
Welcome back on the pregame show as we get set for tonight's kickoff between Okoboji and Forest City. As our pregame show sponsor tonight, Kingland Construction Service of Forest City. Kingland is proud of North Iowa and loves to support the area in many ways. When you need to build a house, outer building, or even remodel, call Kingland Construction Service today at 641-585-0101. Starting lineups for the Okoboji Pioneers and head coach Nick Pluger. In his third season, he is 5-20 overall at Okoboji. The guards, the quick guard is number 62, Josh Shields. The strong guard is number 61, Christian Gonzalez. The center is number 54, Logan Duvall. The inside tackle is number 59, Mason Doms. The outside tackle is number 60, Sam Paz. The backs tonight, the running back is number 11, Caden Chapman. The spinner back is number 9, that's Jace Jostin. The wing back is number 12, that is Tyler Saman. The tight end is number 20, Aiden Doms. The wide receiver is number 1, that is Ethan Schlachter. And the fullback tonight for the Pioneers is Blaze Elwood. Starting lineups for Forest City on offense, the left tackle is number 78, Brock Good. The left guard is number 52, TJ Weber. The center is number 57, Trevor Seidel. The right guard is number 75, Christian Anderson. And number 69 is Colby Krutzinger. He'll play the right tackle. The running back is number 13, Andy Olson. The wingbacks are number 2, Kellen Moore, number 4, Jack Thompson. The wide receiver is number 7, Jackson Archer, and the tight end is number 20, Corey Thorson. Starting lineups for Okoboji on defense look like this. At defensive end is number 20, Aiden Doms. At defensive line is number 61, Christian Gonzalez. At the other defensive line is number 60, Sam Paz. The outside linebacker is number 1, Ethan Schlachter. The middle linebacker is number 15, Blaze Elwood. The other middle linebacker is number 24, Nathaniel Franken. The other outside linebacker is number 12, Tyler Saman. And the final linebacker, the fifth linebacker, is number 11, Caden Chapman. The free safety tonight was supposed to be Josh Lehman, but he is not getting the start. He is not with the team this evening. Instead, it'll be number 5, Caleb Symington, and the corners are number 21 and number 4. Number 4 is Talon Wright, and number 21 is Tyler Nesh. As we mentioned, the head coach of the Pioneers is Nick Pluger in his 3rd season. For Forest City on defense will look like this. The defensive end is number 89, Tristan Bransoy. The defensive line, number 52, TJ Weber. Number 69, Colby Krutzinger. And number 78, Brock Good. The linebackers are number 40, Lucas Kearney. Number 13, Andy Olson. And number 5, Sam Clausen. The Indians' free safety is Kellen Moore. The Indians' corners are Jack Thompson and Vinton Feldman. And the strong safety tonight is Ryan Bailey getting the start in replacement of Grant Woogie, who is also not with Forest City this evening. We'll take a break for the national anthem. We'll come back for kickoff between Okoboji and Forest City next.
FCIS Insurance is proud to support our local athletes throughout the year. Let FCIS be your partner, not just your agent, helping you with all your insurance needs. With multiple carriers, we can get you the best coverage for the best price. Call us today at 800-331-1520. Good luck, Indians, from FCIS Insurance.
Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City. Top Dead Center is a full-line Western dealer with blades and snow control equipment. They also carry truck accessories of all kinds, fifth wheel hitches, LED lights, and more. Call 641-512-5529. Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City.
WCTA is committed to providing local phone service, high-speed internet, and the most reliable digital TV. They proudly support local schools, events, and charities. Their employees are your friends and neighbors who live and work in your community. WCTA is your local telecommunications cooperative.
Kingland Construction Services is a proud supporter of trades-based education programs like apprenticeships, the Building Trades Academy at the John V. Hansen Career Center, and internships through NIAC. These programs also have debt-free options available. Find out more by calling Kingland Construction Services at 641-585-0101.
Forest City Family Dentistry, downtown on J Street. Dr. Layla can now place crowns in one visit. No clumsy temporary or return appointment needed. Also ask us about replacing missing teeth with affordable dental implants. Visit the place that puts a smile on your face. Forest City Family Dentistry. Call 585-4636.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Sarah Negestal with you from Forest City High School as we get set for kickoff between Okoboji and Forest City. Kingland Construction Service brings you tonight's pregame show. Kingland is proud of North Iowa and loves to support the area in many ways. When you need to build a house, outer building, or even remodel, call Kingland Construction Service today at 641-585-0101. Well, we mentioned a few different guys in different locations for both of these teams. A couple of guys are missing for both teams, and we also know now that it will be Jace Justin who will be getting the start tonight at spinnerback for the Okoboji Pioneers. We've seen a lot of different guys in that position throughout the year, and Vanderpool, who played it last year for Okoboji, also gone from this year's team. Okoboji will wear all white jerseys tonight, white jerseys with white pants. They have their maroon color Okoboji across the chest with maroon color numbers on front and back and a maroon helmet. Forest City will wear white helmets with red jerseys and white pants. The Okoboji Pioneers win the toss and defer. Forest City will receive the football, and the Indians will get the football to start things off. So that's how we're going to start it. It'll be Forest City with the football. The Indians will receive to the east. They will try to score to the west. Okoboji will do the opposite. Nick Pluger in his third year with the Okoboji Pioneers. After spending so many years, we mentioned in the pregame show a little bit, but after spending so many years with the legendary Bob Howard at Webster City, where he learned this single-wing spinner offense, and a Lamar's High School graduated from Lamar's in 2009, went on to play linebacker at Buena Vista. Graduated from Buena Vista in 2012, and then went on with what he was doing between Webster City and here. It came to Okoboji in 2019 as a defensive coordinator and assistant, took over as a head coach in 2020. Bob Howard, over 45 years at Webster City, nearly 400 wins. Left Webster City for a little while and then came back. And Coach Pluger out of that coaching tree of Coach Howard. We got the ball teed up as Asher Knutson will send it. It'll be taken by the Indians at the 35-yard line. Now Forest City fumbles as it was Kearney who picked it up for the Indians, and then Kearney dropped it around the 40-yard line, jumps on it at about the 42. So Forest City's offense will start with good field position here in their first drive, as we will see the Indians offense led by sophomore quarterback Ty Dillevue back out there once again. And the Indians will start at the 42-yard line, their own 42-yard line, east end of the football field here in Forest City. A beautiful night for high school football here in October. Indians will tighten it up. A couple of wings. Running back Andy Olson with Dillevue. Dillevue takes the snap. Andy Olson left side running. He's got room across the 50 and inside Okoboji territory. It'll be about a 9 or 10-yard gain on first down for Andy Olson in Forest City. We'll have a good rush on first. It'll be a 9-yard pickup, and it's going to be just short. Actually, they're going to give it. So the box changed it to second down. It's right on near the 48-yard line. Got to get across the 48, and the official will look at it and say that's enough for a first down. So it'll be a 10-yard rush on first down for Olson. And the Indians have first down and 10 from the Okoboji 48. One receiver right, one receiver left. Here's the handoff to Olson, left side. Olson now towards the middle, 45-yard line across the 45. And he'll make it inside the 45-yard line at the 43-yard line, 43-yard line of Okoboji is where he's brought down. So Forest City gets another good rush of about 5 yards. 1 minute gone here in the first quarter, just underway. Thursday night football here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Two backs off to the left. Olson in the backfield. Here's the handoff to the right side. Olson at the 40 and just across the 40-yard line where he'll be brought down, as that'll be Christian Gonzalez on the stop for Okoboji. Gonzalez there with Symington. Symington got the start at free safety tonight for Josh Lehman, who is not with the team. We mentioned that earlier. Was originally slated to start at that free safety spot. Instead, it's Symington. And Symington, the 5'9", 160-pound sophomore, in to help to make that stop as well. A couple of wings heavy to the right side for Forest City. Handoff Olson. He's got first down yardage across the 35. And the Indians will keep heavy. And we've got a penalty marker on the field far side. So penalty marker, it's a pink penalty marker here in October. And we will wait for the call. It's going to be holding against Forest City. So the Indians will go back 10 yards from the spot. The penalty marker is down at the 33-yard line. So that'll mark the Indians all the way back to the 43-yard line, where Forest City will have third down and a long 10. Third down and a long 10 for Forest City, as the Indians will have to make up a lot of ground here on third down. May see Forest City to the air for the first time in this football game. 2 minutes gone in the first. No score here in Forest City. It's the opening drive for the Indians. Three receivers right in a triangle. One receiver left. That's Robe Berry by himself. Looking to throw. They're going to swing it out to Jack Thompson. He's got it in the backfield. He needs 10. He's got enough for a first down, as Jack Thompson needed 10. And he's going to pick up about 14 for Forest City across the 40, across the 35 at the 34-yard line. So 34-yard line, first down and 10. As the Indians will make it inside the 35 to the 34 and have first down yardage. So Thompson getting that screen play in the backfield. and picks up about 14 on third down. Actually ran about 16 yards to get those 14, and Forest City will have first down and 10 at the 34. One receiver, two receivers left, one receiver right, wing to the right. One man in motion, shifting from right to left. That's Kearney. Hand off to Olsen. He's got running room. Olsen at the 30. Olsen inside the 30-yard line. He's going to be brought down. As he'll be brought down by Chapman. So Chapman makes the stop for Okoboji. And it'll be second down and about 4 for Forest City inside the 30-yard line at the 27 of Okoboji with 9:20 to play here in this first quarter, just underway. Indians opening drive. They've marched the ball down the field. Two receivers left. Kearney is shifting again from right to left. We've got movement. Did the Indians get set or not? It'll be false start on Forest City, so no. 5-yard penalty on the Indians, so instead of second down and 4, it's going to be second down and 9 for Forest City with 9:08 to play here in the first quarter, just underway. From Forest City High School, second year. This is the second all-time meeting between these two teams, with Okoboji winning the first one last year on a bitterly cold night in Okoboji, 23-0, the final score last year for the Pioneers. One receiver right, one receiver left. Indians will bring two more to the right now. Three receivers right, one left. Dillavu looking to throw downfield. He's got Thompson. Thompson's got the catch inside the 15. And Forest City will be right near the marker. The marker is the 14-yard line. Pardon me, the 25-yard line was the first down marker, and he's going to be at the 23. So give Forest City a first down to the Okoboji 23-yard line. And the Indians will pick up another first down on this opening drive and continue to move the football. Indians have moved the football for over 50 yards of offense already. Three receivers left, one receiver right. Quick swing out to Kellen Moore. Kellen's got to the 25-yard line, trying to break a tackle, and he'll be run out of bounds. And penalty marker on the field could be a face mask in the area of a possible face mask there on Okoboji. It was Schlachter who made the stop for Okoboji, and the penalty marker came out as Kellen Moore was fighting for more yardage near the sideline next to the officials. So we'll see what the official marker is going to be. Personal foul. Well, now he started to call personal foul, and then official now talking to the rest of the officials. I still think face mask is coming. Personal foul, face mask, that's exactly what it is. It's in that position, that's about all we can get. So it's personal foul, face mask. It's going to take it to the end of the run, move it past the end of the run to about the 11-yard line. So first down and 10 Forest City from the 11, 8:35 to play here in the first quarter. No score, Forest City trying to punch it in. Indians will go heavy. Hand off to the right side, it's Clausen. Clausen running to the 10, Clausen to the 5. Clausen trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Clausen. Sam Clausen in from 11 yards out. He runs a similar play that Forest City scored on against Garner Hayfield Ventura, that he broke a couple tackles against GHV defenders on last week, and he's able to find it again, about the same play off that right side, and Clausen into the end zone for the Forest City touchdown. And with 8:27 to play in the first, Forest City is on the board first. 6-0 Indians. Sopko in to attempt the PAT out of the hold of Kellen Moore. Ball is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. PAT good. Forest City 7, Okoboji 0. 8:27 to play in the first. We'll come back for kickoff in 1 minute. This is Forest City football from KIOW.
MBT Bank, with 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. A full-service community bank with checking and savings accounts, CDs, lending, and trust services. Where will you go with MBT? MBTBank.bank, member FDIC.
The Farmers Co-op of Forest City, Leyland of Buffalo Center, Iowa, and Keystone, Minnesota. For all your feed, seed, fertilizer, chemical, and fuel needs, see the Farmers Co-op, serving the area since 1916. Good luck to area athletes from the Farmers Co-op Association.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With
After
scholarships
this.
available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
Back here on KIOW, the Indians drive goes 9 plays, 63 yards, and they find a touchdown, an 11-yard rush. The kick is down to the 11-yard line. Schlachter slow to pick it up. Robe Berry is there to meet him at about the 12-yard line. Schlachter, the lone man, back to receive for the Pioneers, and Schlachter was slow to go get that football around the 11. He's going to fall forward to about the 13 where they're going to spot him, but Schlachter was slow to get on that football. Robe Berry was trying to beat him down there. And it'll be tough field position to start off for the Pioneers. Here they come in that single wing offense with the swinger back in Justin. To the right side, they're going to rush. Looking for some rush room. It is the running back that time, Chapman carries. He'll find about 2 as they started this drive on the 13. Give him 3, across the 15-yard line at about the 16. This time it's going to go, and they're going to counter it to the left side. And it was the wingback Seaman. So Seaman on the carry. Seaman with the carry this time for Okoboji. 70th carry of the year for Seaman. Has about 5 more yards. It's going to be third down and about 4 for Okoboji. One man in motion. They're going to give it off up the middle. It's going to be the running back Chapman, and Chapman will have close to a first down yardage. They need to get to about the 23, across the 23-yard line. No, they're going to be just short at about the 22. They got to get across the 23-yard line for the first down. It's going to be fourth down and a long one. And it looks like the punt unit is on for Okoboji deep inside their own territory. Ashton Knutson in back deep to punt for the Pioneers, while Kellen Moore is set to return for Forest City. Here's the snap and the kick. It's away. And it's going to be a not-so-good one that's going to roll at about the 45, 40, across the 45 to about the 48. So Forest City is going to start 48 yards from their end zone as they're going to start first down and 10 from the Okoboji 48-yard line as the Indians' offense is back on. Indians will take over with 6:34 to play here in the first quarter. From the 48-yard line, last drive went 63 yards on 9 plays in 3 minutes and 33 seconds. Indians lead 7-0. Now they're trying to march it back down the field once again here, starting in another good field position. They started at their own 42 the last time. This time starting from the 48 of Okoboji. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Dillevue takes the snap, going to hand it off to Andy Olson, and this time he's going to be stopped. First time Andy Olson has been really thrown back there as Gonzalez makes the stop for Okoboji. As Gonzalez, first man through there, he grabs Olson and brings him to the ground. Another big play by the senior, 6', 200-pound senior, and he's going to take Forest City back inside Forest City territory at the 49-yard line. So second down at about 13 coming for Forest City from their own 49. Back inside their own territory. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left, wing to the right. Here's the pitch out to Kellen Moore. Ball bounced off the turf, and it'll be incomplete. So a short pass on a swing pass. Little bubble out to the near side here. Bounced off the turf. Had a good turf bounce, though, and it'll be incomplete. It's going to be third down at about 13 coming up for Forest City. So after the Indians marched quite well in that first drive, it's now third and 13 with 5:54 to play here in the first quarter. 7-0 Indians. Inside their own territory at the 49. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Dillevue and Olson in the backfield. Dillevue takes a snap, drops back, looking to throw. Dillevue across the middle. Kellen Moore wide open. He's got him. 25, 20, 10, 15. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, Kellen Moore. 5:45 to play, and it's going to be a 51-yard touchdown pass from Dillevue to Moore as Dillevue found him perfectly across the middle. Moore had his man beat and outraces everybody to the end zone as Sopko will attempt the PAT. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, and it is good. 5:45 to play in quarter number one. The Indians will take a 14-0 lead. Indians will have kickoff in a minute. This is Indian football from KIOW.
Advanced Door Systems of Forest City. Advanced Door Systems is your Raynor and CHI overhead door dealer. They also service any make or model of overhead door. Call 641-585-1900 to see them online at ads-doors.com. Advanced Door Systems, the right door, the right way.
The Super Bowl at Forest City is open nightly for league and open bowling, with Cosmic Bowling Friday and Saturday nights, with karaoke Saturday nights as well. Enjoy food from the grill or delicious Bucchese pizza to complete your experience. The Super Bowl, Highway 9 East, Forest City.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. The Indians scoring drive is 3 plays, 51 yards in a minute and 5 seconds as the kick will be taken this time by Okoboji, loose to the 45-yard line. That's going to be Okoboji getting some big yardage there on the return. That's Talon Wright. Talon Wright, starter on defense, sophomore, 5'10", 150. Returns it for Okoboji out across the 45 to about the 48-yard line. So first down and 10, Pioneers from their own 48-yard line with 5:39 to play here in the first quarter, 14-0 Indians. Two receivers, wing and a spinner. The spinner, Jostin, going to hand it off left side. Chapman and Kellen Moore will make the cackle. So Chapman rushing for the Pioneers. They're going to give him one to the 49, a 1.5 as they mark it near the 50-yard line. So 1.5 here on first down, make it second down and a short 9. At midfield, 5:14 to play in the first. Chapman, couple of wings and a receiver left. They're going to hand it off this time. It's going to be Seaman, as Seaman will be brought down across midfield, but they're going to get only about 2. So Tyler Seaman, the 5'7", 155-pound senior, able to find the rush there. Seaman, a couple of rushes tonight. Over 70 rushes, about 5 yards, 5.5 yards per rush this season. Third down and a long 7 here coming up for Okoboji. 4:41 to play in the quarter. Two receivers right. They could throw here. No, they're going to go to the right side. Chapman looking for some running room, not going to find much. They don't throw much, but that was a situation where we could have seen it. Instead, it's Chapman to the right side. Kearney going to make the stop, and Kellen Moore also there. It's going to be fourth down and about 5 coming up for the Pioneers. Jostin will throw only about 3 or 4 or 5 times per game. But we will see it, and that's a situation where we could have. It's fourth down at about 5 inside Forest City territory. This time he'll boot left. He throws it across the middle. It's incomplete to Chapman. So they decided to throw it on fourth down. As they rolled out to the left, they were trying to find Chapman. Chapman does not have any receptions this year. They tried to go to him left side, and it's going to be on fourth down and 5. It's going to be incomplete. A turnover on downs. Forest City will take over. On downs, Indians 2 scoring drives already tonight. Now the Indians will start at their own 47-yard line. So 47-yard line is where the Indians will start this drive with 3:56 to play here in the first quarter, and the Indians lead 14-0. From the 47, Bransoy will enter the game for Forest City. 14 seconds on the play clock as the Indians will get to the line at the 47. Two wings tied into the right side. Hand off to Olsen, looking for some running room, and Olsen's going to be brought down about right at the line of scrimmage, maybe an inch or two across the 47 of a gain, right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't move the ball hardly any. It did move a tad forward, but not measurable with 3:37 to play here in the first quarter and a 14-0 lead for Forest City. Indians starting this one at the 47-yard line. They're still there, second down and 10 here on this beautiful night in Forest City. 111 yards of total offense for the Indians on 14 plays they've run. Okoboji, 14 yards of offense on 7 plays. 3 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Dillevue will look to throw. Boot to the right side. Dillevue downfield, and it's going to be incomplete as it's caught by some Indians on the sidelines. So it's going to be incomplete. And it'll be third down and 10 from the 47-yard line. Forest City was a third down and long situation in their last drive when they found Kellen Moore for a 51-yard strike from Dillevue. One receiver right, 1 receiver left. 2 backs and a wing for the Indians. Dillevue looking to throw. Dillevue downfield trying to find Berry, and it's going to be over the reach of Robe Berry, incomplete. As Berry finds it incomplete, it'll be 4th down for Forest City. Good coverage there by Netsch. As Kretzinger is into punt here for Forest City with 3:01 to play in the first quarter. Sophomore Elijah Groves back to receive for the Pioneers. Kretzinger gets a good punt, and it's going to be bobbled, but a fair catch called for at about the 16-yard line. So mark him at the 17, excuse me. It'll be the 17-yard line for Okoboji, near side hashes. 2:54 to play in quarter number 1 with Forest City leading 14-0. We'll see that Okoboji offense back out here once again. Thanks for joining us here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. We'll see how they line up. 1 receiver to the near side. Heavy left with that tight end. The spinner will hand it off. Johnston hands it off to the right, to the left side, as Joe Salmon takes his first carry of the evening. Salmon, 21 carries now on the season. Average is about 4 yards per. And he's going to find about 4 there on first down, second down and 6. This time they're going to go left side, and it's going to get off to number 4. That's Wright. Talon Wright takes it left side this time. And give him about 2 more, maybe 3, up to about the 25-yard line. So they're going to go about the same formation here in this single wing. On every time, as we've talked about in the pregame show, if you're just joining us, sometimes it's going to be the fullback, one of the 2 running backs, the wide receiver, the wing back. Somebody's going to touch the football. We don't usually know until this time it's a direct snap. Salmon on the direct snap. He's got first down yardage and more as they go direct snap right to Salmon across the 30-yard line to about the 32. So this time they went with Salmon on the direct snap. It's going to result in a first down for the Pioneers, their first of the game, across the 30-yard line to about the 33. First down and 10 Pioneers from their own 33 with 1:40 to play. Heavy left again. This time it's Salmon again. Salmon up the middle at the 35. He'll be brought down. So 2-yard gain for Salmon. They're going heavy Salmon right now, as he'll be brought down at about the 35, just across the 35. Did they give him the 36? No, not quite. So just across the 35-yard line, a gain of about 2. And it'll be second down at about 8 with 1:12 to play here in the second quarter. 1 receiver to the near side. 2 wings and a fullback left along with the tight end. It's a direct snap to Salmon, and he's going to be brought down to the backfield. It was a direct snap to Salmon, and he picked it up late, and it's Kearney in the backfield to make the stop for the Indians. Lucas Kearney with a huge stop in the backfield as they went again with another direct snap to Salmon. And Kearney comes in and makes that stop. at about the 31-yard line. 32 is where the ball will be spotted with 36 seconds to play in the first quarter. 2 receivers this time, 3 receivers, 2 right, 1 left. Tight end wing to the right side. Looks like a little bit of movement. They're going to throw across the middle. It's incomplete. 7 interceptions, no touchdowns thrown this year by Johnston as that one is thrown incomplete. It's going to be 4th down and long. So the Kearney sack in the backfield, his 6th of the year, is going to help result in a 4th down and a punt coming here for Okoboji with 23 seconds to play in the quarter. As Kellen Moore will go back to receive the punt, as Brady Musney will punt this one away. And it's at the 47. Bouncing, taking an Okoboji bounce inside the 40. Still rolling inside the 40 at the 38-yard line, where it will be 1st down and 10, Forest City with 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. So the Indians will get it at the 38. This will be the worst starting field position Forest City has had tonight, starting at their own 38-yard line. With 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter and a 14-0 lead for Forest City. Thursday night football here on KIOW. We got West Hancock and Nashua Plainfield coming to KIOW tomorrow night. First round playoff game. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. 1 man in motion, shifting is Kearney, and we've got movement. And a penalty marker is on the field. False start on Forest City, so the Indians will start even further back. The Indians will start at the 33 now. So it'll be 1st down and 15 from the 33 with 10 seconds still remaining in this first quarter. 14-0 is the lead for the Indians. The Indians scored on a 9-play 63-yard drive and a 3-play 51-yard drive. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Wing right side, that's Kearney. He'll shift from right to left, handoff to Andy Olson, left side. Olson got some blockers, looking for running room. 40, 45, 50 across midfield. 45, 40 and inside Okoboji Pioneer territory near the 40-yard line. A big rush for Andy Olson on 1st down and 15. He's going to get first and about 30 there as he breaks across midfield at about the 40-yard line. So a huge play for Olson and the Indians as they'll have 1st down and 10 now at the Okoboji 40-yard line with 1 second remaining in the first period as he was able to make it out of bounds with that 1 second left. So we'll get one more playoff. Kearney shifting left to right this time. They're going to hand it off. Clausen right side looking for a blocker. Clausen's 40 inside the 40 at 35. Looking for the 30. He's going to be brought down short of the 30-yard line. Clausen a hard running 8 or 9 yards on 1st down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. We played 1. It's Forest City 14. It's Okoboji 0. We'll come back in 1 minute for the second quarter. This is Indian football from KIOW.
Larson Plumbing, Heating of Fertile is your Lennox dealer. They offer energy-efficient Lennox heating and air conditioning solutions for homes and businesses of all sizes. For complete plumbing service, call 797-2219 today. Larson Plumbing, Heating of Fertile, your Lennox dealer. Missile Insurance and Realty of Forest City. Whether buying or selling a home, Tim Missile and Pat Levick have the market experience to help you follow your dream. Missile Insurance and Realty can help you insure that dream once you find it. Missile Insurance and Realty in Forest City. Call 641-582-3554.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. That run from Olson went 22 yards, and then Clausen will get it down to the 32-yard line. So Forest City will have 2nd down and about 2. The Indians at the 32-yard line, so give it an 8-yard rush by Clausen. And the Indians will have 2nd down and about 2 from the 32-yard line inside their own territory. 12 minutes on the clock, second quarter action. It's 14-0 Forest City. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Dillevue in the backfield. He's got a wing to the right side. That's Kearney. They're going to hand it off left side looking for running room. It's Clausen across the 30 to about the 29-yard line. So Clausen's going to have enough for a 1st down for Forest City, as he's going to plow to about the 29-yard line. So Clausen to the 29. And the Indians will continue to move the football here with 11:46 to play in the third quarter. As the clock continuing to tick down with that run on the left side after the chains move. One receiver left, two receivers left. Two wings in the game on either side of the Indian formation. Clausen still in the backfield. Handed off Kellen Moore. He's going to be brought down. No, nearly brought down to the backfield. Now he'll be thrown out of bounds. So Kellen Moore thrown out of bounds by Sam Paz. So Paz throws him down out of bounds. And it'll be a loss for Forest City as Moore will lose it back to the 32-yard line where Forest City had it second down and 2 a moment ago. Now it's going to be second down and a long, second down and about 11 for the Indians. From that spot, 2 receivers right, wing on either side. Dillevue in the gun. He's got Clausen still. They're going to give it off to Jack Thompson. Good block on the right side by Kellen Moore. Springs Jack Thompson across the 25 near the 20, and a late flag comes in. Good block there by Kellen Moore as he was able to hold the edge. Doesn't just tackle, doesn't just catch passes, but also a great block there by the Forest City senior as he's able to help spring Thompson across the 25. We do got a penalty marker, and it's going to be a late holding. That flag came in as the ball carrier, Thompson, was going to the ground. So around the ground is where that flag is going to come in. It did not come in on the block we were talking about on Kellen. That was a beautiful block there by Kellen Moore. But it's going to go right back to the just about at the 31. So the Indians actually get a yard on that rush as these goes from the spot of the foul 10 yards. And the spot of the foul was the 21, about where Thompson was brought down. So they'll take it back to the 31. So it'll be a pickup of 1 for Forest City after the penalty. Receivers on either side in a stack formation, 4 of them. As the Indians now, Dillevue is going to step up in the pocket. He's going to run. He's being chased. Dillevue still moving across the 30-yard line, and he'll wisely tuck the football as he's being brought down. As Elwood, the sophomore, leads this team in tackles. As Elwood came in with nearly 50 this year in his sophomore season, makes a big play there for Okoboji, and it's going to be a pickup of just a number there for Dillevue across the 30 at about the 25-yard line, 27-yard line is where the ball is spotted. So the 27, 3 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Pardon me, they're going to throw 2 receivers left. It's an empty backfield, 5 wide for the Indians. Dillevue looking to throw across the middle. It's caught by Thompson across the 20. He's going to be near the first down marker, but short. Thompson needed to get to the 19. The first down marker is the 19. He was brought down at the 20, so it's going to be 4th down and 1 for Forest City from the Okoboji 20-yard line. Of course, the Indians' offense will stay on the field with 9:53 to play in the second quarter. 4th down and 1 from the Okoboji 20. Got to get to the 19, just to the 19 for the first down. Indians now approaching 200 yards of offense in this first half. They're going to stack it in. Dillevue maybe just going up the middle himself. He does. He gets a push, and he's got enough. About a 2-yard pickup for Dillevue on the quarterback keeper. And the Indians will have it first down and 10 now near the 18-yard line. Just across the 19. Maybe they spot it at the 19. No, they're going to spot it at the 19-yard line, which is the first down marker, and they're going to check on it. It looked like Dillevue got a solid 2 on that push, but they're going to actually spot him right at the 19, and they're going to measure this. So the chains will come on. It did, sure, from here look like Dillevue fell forward to at least the 18, which was plenty. But they're going to put it exactly at the 19 and measure, and the Indians will have enough for a first down. It couldn't have been much, but they got enough for a first down. 9:30 to play here in the quarter. And the Indians will have it first down and 10 from the 19. So a gain of 1 for Dillevue. That's what he needed. Picks up 1 and first down and 10 Forest City. Clock will tick now as the chains reset. 9:22 to play until our Waldorf University halftime show. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Wing left in the game for the Indians as well. Running back and quarterback. Snap across the middle. Kellen Moore's got it at the 2. Good slant pass. We've got a penalty marker, 2 penalty markers on the field. So a little slant pass to Kellen Moore. It's a penalty marker, 2 of them There's two pink flags out there. And it's an illegal man downfield on Forest City, and that will bring it back. So illegal man downfield on the Indians with 9:06 to play here in the quarter. As that one will go from the original spot back 5 yards. So that'll take the Indians just short of the 25-yard line at the 24. So it'll be first down and 15 from the 24-yard line for Forest City with 9:05 to play in the second quarter and a 14-0 Forest City lead. So that takes away about a 16-yard pitch and catch down to about the 2-yard line. And instead it's first down and 15 from the 24. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Delavu in the gun. He's got a running back, That's Olsen got the carry. Olsen right side will find 1 or 2 near the 20-yard line. Won't quite get to it. It's going to be second down and long coming up for Forest City. Gonzalez makes a stop for Okoboji. And it'll be second down and 12, so give him a gain of about 3 to the 21-yard line. So a gain of 3 to the 21. Second down and 12, Forest City with 8:14 to play here in the second quarter. 14-0 Indians. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right, running back and a wing left. Running back to the right side of Delavu. Delavu looking to throw. He's under pressure. He's got to get rid of it, and he's going to throw out of the reach of Kellen Moore. So Delavu just had to get rid of that as he was under pressure. And he throws it incomplete, intended for Kellen Moore, and Forest City will have third down and long now upcoming. Indians have 186 yards of offense on 24 plays and 2 touchdowns. But they've got themselves put back in another long third down at about 12 with 7:57 to play in the second quarter and a 14-0 lead. Red jerseys, white pants, white helmets for the Indians tonight. 2 receivers right, 3 receivers left, empty backfield, 5 wide, split out for the Indians. Delavu will take the snap. He'll throw it across the middle. It is an incomplete pass as Kellen Moore dives out in front of it to get it, but it's just short of Moore, and he unable to come up with it. It'll be an incomplete pass. It'll be fourth down and 12, and I would assume we keep the Forest City offense. We'll see what they decide to do. If they keep the offense on the field here on fourth down and 12 from the 21-yard line. It's not a good place to punt from, and you're not kicking a field goal. So I think that leaves one option of keeping the offense on the field with 7:52 to play here in the second quarter. 9 seconds on the play clock. 5 wide again for the Indians. 5 seconds on the play clock. Here's the snap to Delavu, looking to throw across the middle. It's caught by Robe Berry. Berry's got to get a first down. Inside the 10, inside the 5, and he'll have enough for a first down. Robe Berry had to get to about the 9-yard line for a first down. He gets inside the 5, and it's first down and 10 Forest City out of the 4-yard line. Robe Berry on a big catch there as the Indians are able to get inside the 5-yard line. It'll be first down and goal, and we've got an Okoboji player that's going to come off. He's got his helmet off, so that's an automatic play out. And a couple of Okoboji players will come off the field. A couple of new Pioneers in with 7:42 to play in the second quarter, and the Indians on the doorstep of taking a 3-touchdown lead. Heavy formation for the Indians. Couple of wings, couple of tight ends. They're going to hand it off to Olsen. Olsen looking for the goal line. Is he in? Touchdown, Andy Olsen from 4 yards out. And the Indians will punch that one in with 7:24 to play in the second quarter. Sapko in for the PAT. It's up, and it is good. Sapko's PAT is good. 21-0 Indians, 7:24 to play in the second quarter. We'll come back for kickoff in a minute. Forest City football from KIOW.
Holland Contracting in Forest City for earth moving, Varco Pruden metal buildings, farm drainage, directional drilling, demolition, tire shop, and more. Call the construction experts at 641-585-2231. Holland Contracting in Forest City, dedicated to making the region a better place, one project at a time. Shooter's Sports Bar and Grill supports Forest City High School athletics. In a hurry for lunch? No time to cook before the game? Call 585-5000 to place your order for pickup. Shooters will be happy to get your order ready in advance. Shooter's Sports Bar and Grill supports the Forest City Indians.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com, a 62-yard scoring drive for the Indians. Puts them into the end zone for a third time tonight, 21-0. As Delavu will kick, it's going to be taken by Simeon at the 10. Caleb Simeon across the 15. Indians miss a tackle, and there's a big stick for Forest City. Robe Berry makes a big stick for the Indians across the 15 at about the 17-yard line. So first down and 10. Okoboji from their own 17. So first down and 10. Pioneers from their own 17. Forest City finds the end zone for a third time this evening. Take the 21-0 lead. It'll be Salmon at the 20. So Salmon on the carry to the 20-yard line for the Pioneers. And that'll be a gain of about 3 to the 20-yard line. So second down and 7 upcoming with 6:55 to play until the halftime break. Forest City 21-0 over Okoboji. It was 23-0 Pioneers last year in Milford as Seaman will take it left side. Penalty marker on the field as Seaman will rush near the first down marker, but we've got a penalty marker out about the 20-yard line. Andy Olson on the stop for Forest City. If it's a holding, it's going to take them deep. It is holding on Okoboji. That's going to take the Pioneers deep as the penalty marker comes out at about the 19-yard line. So that's going to take them to about the 9, or it'll be first down. Pardon me, I believe second from the 9. So second down and long here for the Pioneers from the 9. 18-yard lines, they got to get to the 22. To the right side, it's Salmon. Salmon off the edge, looking for some running room. He's going to be brought down by Clausen. Makes a stop for Forest City. As Salmon brought down at about the 13. About a 4-yard pickup. Yeah, give him 4 yards to the 13-yard line. Third down upcoming here for the Pioneers with 6:12 to play in the second quarter. 21-0 Forest City. Indians have scored those 21 points on 193 yards of total offense in 25 plays. 2 receivers right. Snap. Jostin's going to throw left side, looking for his receiver downfield. It's intercepted. Intercepted by Jackson Archer. The 8th interception thrown by Jostin this year. And Jackson Archer has the interception for Forest City, his second. Jackson Archer's second interception of the season, the 8th of the year for Jostin. And the Indians will have it first down and 10 once again. This time from the Pioneer 36-yard line, and the Indians have a chance to add on more with 5:45 to play until halftime. At the 36-yard line, first down and 10 Forest City. As we see sophomore quarterback Ty Delavu back onto the field here for the Indians. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Running back in the game for the Indians, left side Olsen. Now he goes out for a pass. Delavu scrambling. Delavu will take off the run, and he is crushed. And a penalty marker comes in. And now there is fighting. There's pushing and shoving. Krutzinger just pushed. There's a fight on the Okoboji sideline. Indians and the Pioneers are fighting on the far side after that hit. We've got multiple penalty markers on the field. I'm not sure there's any penalty markers left from any of the officials. So there was a penalty marker. Now the officials are going to talk about it. We have 4 or 5 flags come out as they threw a hard hit at Delavu, and then the Indians come in to try to defend their quarterback, and there's some pushing and shoving inside the Okoboji sidelines as that was where Delavu was knocked down at inside the Okoboji sideline, and then the Indians came over to try to rescue their quarterback, and some pushing and shoving, multiple penalty markers. All the officials are gathered at the 38-yard line to talk about this one. Not sure any penalty markers are left in anybody's belts, as even after the officials came back to start talking about it after both teams had been separated, another one came in. There looks like there's a penalty marker laying deep inside the Okoboji sideline, like behind the Okoboji players. I would assume we're going to get at least one penalty on each team. We know there's a personal foul coming against Okoboji, but probably some coming against Forest City as well. Hopefully everybody stays on the field. So targeting. Robe Berry picks up a personal foul. So, all right, so we've got 2 personal fouls on Okoboji, 1 on Forest City. So they called should still should be first down for Forest City. So the Indians will still get their 15 for the targeting. So the Indians get the 15 for the targeting, and the personal fouls after the play will offset. So the Indians still get their 15 yards for targeting. So targeting called personal foul on Nathaniel Franken, the sophomore, gets called for targeting. And then the Indians and the Pioneers both get a personal foul after the play, so the Indians will still get their 15 from the targeting. It's not an ejection in high school football. 1 receiver right, 2 receivers left. Wing to the right side. Delavu looking to throw across the middle. It's caught. No, now dropped. In and out of the hands of Moore near the first down marker. And it's first down and 10, or second down and 10 upcoming here for Forest City. 5:33 to play here in the first half, and the Indians will have it second down and 10 at about the 13-yard line where they've got them spotted at the moment. 5:33 to play in the half. Indians 4 yards from 200 yards of offense already here in the first half. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Wing left as well. Delavu takes a snap. Play action to Olsen. Now he's looking for Kellen Moore, but it's thrown. Obviously miscommunication there. Kellen Moore ran inside to the middle of the end zone, and Delavu's throw went to the corner of the end zone. So it was intended for Kellen Moore, but Kellen Moore was 20 yards away from it. Incomplete, third down and 10 for Forest City from the 13. 5:27 to play here in the second quarter. 21-0 Forest City. Looks like another penalty marker is on the field. Intentional grounding is what they're going to call against Delavu. That's a loss of down as well. So they're going to call intentional grounding. As we mentioned, the football was probably 20 yards away from the intended receiver. And so it'll be third down. It's a loss of down. And it'll be third down and long for Forest City. They got to get to the 8-yard line. Third down and 22 for the Indians. Delavu looking to throw. Delavu still looking. Screen pass. Or at least maybe it wasn't a screen pass and Delavu was just under pressure, but it went to Kellen Moore. It looked like a screen pass. I'm not sure it was designed as a screen pass. 5:21 to play here in the quarter. Fourth down and 22 coming up for Forest City. The Indians got to get to the 8-yard line. The ball's sitting at the 30 right now. So fourth down and 22 for Forest City. 5:21 to play until halftime. 21-0. 2 receivers right, 3 receivers left. Empty backfield. The Indians need a lot. Delavu, they bring in a blitz. Okoboji is across the middle. Kellen Moore, he needs a lot of yardage. At the 15, Kellen needs to get inside the 8. Did he get there? No, they're going to spot him at the 10. So Kellen's going to come 2 yards short. It's going to be first down and 10, Okoboji. So Kellen Moore going to pick up 20 yards on the gain, but he needed 22. And it's going to be first down and 10 as Talon Wright makes the stop for Okoboji. First down and 10 Pioneers as they'll take over on the Forest City 10. Or pardon me, on their own 10. First down and 10, Okoboji from the 10-yard line. Indians needed to get to the 8. They got to the 10. Still a 20-yard pickup, over 200 yards of offense in this game for the Indians, leading 21-0 with 5:10 to play in the second quarter. And Okoboji will have it first down and 10 from their own 10. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Wing to the right side, running back with the spinner back. It's going to be a pass across the middle, incomplete. Vinton Feldman in coverage there. Schlachter is the intended receiver. As that was Johnson, another incomplete pass, has thrown an interception in this contest. Forest City back out defensively with 4 defensive linemen. Here's the handoff left side, looking for some running room across the 10-yard line to about the 13. Chapman on the carry there for Okoboji as he's going to get it to, maybe they gave him no, they did give him the 13. No, it's only the 12. Excuse me. So ball to the 12-yard line. Third down at about 8, coming up with 4:35 to play until halftime. Justin takes the snap. He's going to look to throw again. Downfield is caught. Oh, it's in, dropped. A wide open receiver, and it's dropped. As it was intended for Aiden Doms. Looking for his first completion of the year or first reception of the year. And it's dropped. There wasn't a Forest City defender within 5 yards of him. And Doms drops it. And it'll be 4th down coming up here for the Pioneers as Kellen Moore back to return, and Forest City will get good field position and a chance to try to put themselves in the end zone once again. The punt is away. It's an end-over-end kick taken at the 47-yard line. Penalty marker. Everything's coming back at this point. Penalty marker already on the field. Kellen Moore inside the 30. Still running. Is going to be brought down, but it's coming back. The Indians were holding at about the 37-yard line, 38-yard line. As the Indians were called at about the 38-yard line, and that's where it'll go back from. And it is, as previously mentioned, we watched it, it was right in front of us. So it'll be 1st and 10 Forest City. But it will go back to the 43-yard line. So Forest City will have it first down and 10 from the 43 with 4:11 to play here in the quarter. Or pardon me, from the 48. Penalty was at the 38, so it goes to the 48-yard line. Not the 43, it was at the 38, so it goes to the 48-yard line. First down and 10 first down and 10 Forest City from the Pioneers 48. 21-0 Indians with 4:11 to play. Two receivers right, one receiver left. Dillavu's got a wing left as well. Kearney in motion. Hand off to Andy Olson, right side. Olson is in the backfield. Now he'll get across the 45-40, and he'll be pushed out of bounds. So Andy Olson pushed out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Symington makes a stop for the Pioneers, but it's going to be enough for a Forest City first down, as it's going to be a gain of about 11 on first down for Olson. 4:04 to play here in the second quarter, 21-0 Indians. From the 37-yard line, two receivers left, one receiver to the right. Wing to the right side. Dillavu sends Kearney motioning from right to left. They're going to hand it off Clausen. Clausen brought down in the backfield at the 40. It's going to be a loss of 3 from Clausen as Chapman makes a stop at the 40-yard line. Second down and 13 coming up for Forest City with 3:50 to play in the second quarter. Indians will get a first down at the 27. Sitting at the 40-yard line right now with 3:38 to play in the second quarter. Waldorf University will bring us the halftime show. We'll talk some Waldorf University athletics. Homecoming week here in Forest City for Waldorf. Three receivers right, looking to throw downfield. Robe Berry, maybe some holding, and the penalty marker is going to come in. So holding will be called here against Okoboji. 2 flags come in from both the side official and the back judge. And they're going to get him for pass interference. So pass interference will be called against Okoboji as he was on the jersey of Robe Berry, trying to keep Robe from getting underneath that football. He'll go from the 40-yard line. That spot should be enough for a Forest City first down. At the 25-yard line. So it'll be enough for a Forest City first down to the 25-yard line. First down and 10 Indians with 3:17 to play until halftime. Forest City trying to make it 4 touchdowns in the first half. 1 receiver right, 1 receiver left. Dillevue hands it off. This is Clausen inside the 25, near the 20-yard line. Clausen with a hard run on first down will get near the 20. It'll be a gain of 5 for Clausen on first to the 20-yard line. Second down and 5 upcoming. 3 minutes to play until halftime. Okoboji, 40 yards of offense on 9 plays. Forest City has picked up 38 yards, 238 yards of offense on 33 plays. 1 receiver right, 1 receiver left. Wing back and 2 backs in the backfield. Both Kellen Moore across the middle, pass incomplete, intended for Jackson Archer. As it's incomplete, intended for Archer. Talon Wright in coverage. The sophomore for Okoboji. In coverage, it'll be incomplete and third down and 5. 2:36 to play here in the second quarter. 21-0 is the lead for the Indians. From the 20-yard line, Forest City will have third down and 5, and what we know already is going to be fourth down territory if we get there for the Indians. 3 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Empty backfield, 5 wide for Dillevue. Dillevue takes the snap. Drops back, looking to throw. He's under pressure, has no receiver. Now he'll throw towards the end zone. Robe Berry, did he catch it? No. They're going to say he's out. Robe Berry just not able to pull that one in as Robe tried the toe touch near the sideline. Just not able to get the foot in at about the 2-yard line. So fourth down and 5 will come up. Good throw there by Dillevue. About where he needed to put it for Robe Berry to make that stretch catch, but just not able to get the foot down and keep control of the football. So fourth down and 5 for the Indians with 2:27 to play. Until the Waldorf University halftime show, 21-0 Indians. 2 receivers right, 3 receivers left. And now Forest City will have to take a timeout as we're not lined up the way they wanted to. Fourth down upcoming in a minute. Forest City leads 21-0. This is Indian football from KIOW.
Custom Paint and Collision of Forest City. Corey and his staff have nearly 50 years of body shop experience and can fix just about anything on the road. They give free estimates and also carry car batteries and windshield wipers. Located on Highway 69 just south of Forest City, it's Custom Paint and Collision, your body shop.
Forest City Ford at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City wishes good luck to our local athletes. We look forward to seeing you compete. When you need a vehicle, see us at Forest City Ford, where customers really do send their friends.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Back here on KIOW, 2:27 to play until halftime, 21-0 Forest City. Indians have fourth down and 5 from the 20-yard line. 4 wide for the Indians, 2 right, 2 left. Running back in the backfield with Dillevue. Dillevue takes the snap, looking to throw, still looking. Now he'll throw towards the end zone, trying to let Kellen Moore make a play, and it's incomplete. So Dillevue had nothing on fourth down, just had to get rid of the football, and he throws it to the end zone. He knows where his athlete, Kellen Moore, is. Trying to just throw it up there and let Kellen make a play, maybe a little bit too deep, and unable to connect there as it'll be incomplete. And first down and 10, Okoboji, as they'll take over on a turnover on downs at the 20-yard line. 2:17 to play until halftime. 21-0 is the lead for the Indians. Okoboji has accumulated 40 yards of offense. And their offense doesn't normally scream, let's drive in 2:17, though they do have big play possibility. With some of their deception, they can go big plays. That's one thing Forest City trying to limit tonight. They have so far. It's Chapman left side looking for running room. He's got not much. TJ Weber there for Forest City. Clausen is there as well for the Indians. Donchi among those helping to make the stop. The sophomore for the Indians. 1:55 to play here until halftime. 21-0 is the lead for the Indians. And Okoboji not in too much of a hurry. Obviously don't want to quickly get through 4 downs and give Forest City another opportunity. One man in motion, that's Chapman from left to right. They're going to swing it out to him. Chapman makes the catch at the 15, makes one man miss to the 20. That's the line of scrimmage. Timeout Forest City, as the Indians know if they can force Okoboji into trying to get rid of this football, they're going to have a chance to score one more time. Timeout Forest City as Chapman caught it at about the 11, needed to get back to the 20 for the first down. The Indians know they can keep some time on this clock. They might have a chance to try to heave one here. If they keep the football about where it is, it's going to be good field position, though third down upcoming here for Okoboji. And, of course, Okoboji not completing any passes yet tonight. 7 passes completed on the season for Jostin. 7 passes for 90 yards. Average about 13 yards per completion, a QBR of 53.9. This year for Okoboji, they like to keep the football on the ground. 1:30 to play here in this quarter of action. Second quarter, Waldorf University halftime show will come next. Thanks to our good friends of Waldorf University. Final regular season game of the season for both of these two teams. Forest City trying to find themselves back in the win column. Indians 2-6 on the year. Okoboji 1-7. Okoboji played in that brutal District 1. Forest City in District 3 this year. Maybe 2 of the best 5 football teams in the state in Class 2A in their district this year. They are going to pass. Jostin across the middle. It's caught this time, but it's not going to be enough for a first down. That's Aiden Doms who made that catch, or who dropped that football earlier. It's caught for a pickup of about 5, maybe 6, but it's going to be fourth down at about 6 upcoming. Timeout Forest City. 1:22 to play until halftime. 21-0 Indians. They'll take a timeout. We'll come back in 1 minute. This is Indian football from KIOW.
Grow Electric in Lake Mills is proud to support area athletics and proud to serve our new and returning customers. To get started on any electrical project, big or small, call 641-592-8282. Good luck, athletes, from Grow Electric in Lake Mills.
The County Line C team of Chuck Rubish, Jake Young, and myself, Matt Keel, are your premier and local DeKalb, Asgrow, Agrigold, and NK dealer in Forest City. With a combined over 30 years of seed experience, we're setting a new trend in agriculture at County Line. Call today at 641-581-3300 or visit us off the Airport Blacktop in Forest City.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW. As we have about 1:22 left until halftime, Forest City has forced Okoboji to give them the football back. As Okoboji in punt formation, the Indians are going to have an opportunity to try to let their athletes eat here and give Kellen Moore an opportunity to try to return this one. Musner will punt again. Usually Knutson is the punter, but it's been Musner tonight. And this is a booming punt taken by Kellen at about the 31-yard line. Kellen looking for some running room, and he'll run out of bounds. So Kellen takes it at the 31, a booming punt there for the Pioneers. And we got a penalty marker back here, way back near the line of scrimmage. So a penalty marker back here. personal foul, unnecessary roughness against Okoboji. So personal foul, unnecessary roughness against the Pioneers. The unnecessary roughness called against Franklin. He's the one that got the targeting earlier. That one was an unsportsmanlike conduct. This one just a personal foul. So Franklin has 30 yards in penalties himself here in the last quarter of football. 50-yard line is where Forest City will start following the penalty. So the Indians need 50 yards in a minute 13. We didn't see what happened, but obviously something, once that football is away from the punter, you can't really be throwing each other around back at around where the ball was punted at, and that's where the penalty marker was thrown at. Of course, our attention had already turned to the return man and Kellen Moore. Indians need 50 yards in a minute 30. They're going to throw to the right side. It's caught by Jack Thompson at about the 46-yard line. So Thompson will make the catch at the 46, a gain of about 4 for Forest City. So a gain of 4 at the 46-yard line. 48 seconds left now in the quarter. The Indians have to are looking to try to score some points, don't have to. Would like to. 4 down linemen, they're going to throw across the middle. It's incomplete, intended for Kellen Moore, and the Indians will be able to huddle up now and won't have to go hurry up with 35 seconds remaining in the first half of football. 21-0 Indians. Okoboji, a grueling schedule. Last Friday were home against their home finale against Central Lion George Little Rock, who I believe is the best team in Class 2A. That game ended 62-6. Though ranked number 2 in the Radio Iowa poll, number 1 on my ballot. Cherokee Washington fell to them 34-28, 49-7 at West Lyon, who's another probably top 7 team in Class 2A. Unity Christian up there as well, 42-6, the final of that contest. Grueling district, incomplete pass as Dillavu's pass intended for Archer. 31 seconds remaining here in the second quarter, 21-0 Forest City. And it'll be 4th down and 6 for the Indians from the 46-yard line of Okoboji. And the Indians will punt it away with 31 seconds left and let this thing go to halftime. Of course, Okoboji doesn't have a scoring play from 70 yards plus, so I would assume the Pioneers will be happy to get to halftime just trailing by 21. Krutzinger in punt formation. A false start on the Indians. False start on Forest City. And so that'll put the punt 5 yards further backwards. Looked like the left side of the Indians' offense was moving. 30 seconds left here in the quarter. 5-yard penalty that'll make it at the 49 of Forest City. So back into Indian territory at the 49. Where they will punt from, or where the ball will be spotted. Krutzinger will be back inside the 40. He gets it away. Good punt by Krutzinger. Is going to drop and roll out of bounds. So the punt will roll out of bounds, and Okoboji will get the football deep inside territory with 22 seconds remaining. Here in the second quarter, Waldorf University will bring us the halftime show in just a moment. 21-0. Waldorf University football returns here to KIOW on Saturday. It's a couple of days from now. Of course, West Hancock football coming to KIOW tomorrow night as the Eagles take on Nashua Plainfield. Jay and Kevin will have the call here. And we'll have West Hancock on KIOW, the only area team that makes the playoffs this year. And Okoboji will likely just run one play and let this go to halftime with 22 seconds remaining in the second quarter. No, they dropped it. The ball's on the ground. It is fallen on by, that's Franklin. Franklin makes the recovery. As that one was dropped by Franklin onto the ground, and he's fortunate to get on top of it instead of giving Forest City one shot at the 15-yard line, and that'll take it to halftime. 21-0 is the lead for Forest City. First half, the Indians find 3 touchdowns, over 200 yards of total offense, and they lead 21-0 going into the halftime break. We'll take a break here in just a moment as well, as we'll have the halftime show brought to you by Waldorf University. We'll talk about what is going on at Waldorf University. Sports, we got a lot of volleyball home, hockey is home, football is home. It's homecoming at Waldorf this weekend, so hopefully everybody out enjoying Waldorf homecoming. And we wish all of our friends there at Waldorf University a happy and safe homecoming. Waldorf University supports our local athletes and looks forward to helping them further their educations and careers. Find out how to become a Warrior today at waldorf.edu. That's waldorf.edu to learn how to become a Warrior today. Waldorf University, the sponsor of today's halftime show. We'll come back in 3 minutes for the Waldorf University halftime show. In 3 minutes.
Support for Forest City Sports comes from Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Amy Ryan and Patrick Schoenhoven of Forest City. Edward Jones is a financial services firm exclusively serving individual investors, offering a range of investments, including certificates of deposit, stocks, mutual funds, taxable and non-taxable bonds. Additional information available at edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. Non-taxable bonds may be subject to state, local, or alternative minimum tax.
Pritchard Family Auto Stores have 2 locations in Forest City to serve Forest City fans. Chrysler of Forest City offers Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep products, and Forest City Auto Center offers a full line of GM. See Forest City Auto Center on Highway 69 North and Chrysler Forest City on Highway 69 South.
Ready to sell your home? First Choice Realty is here for you. There are more homes needed to meet the demand of our pre-qualified buyers. Contact Bethany Ferris, Mary Ferris, Barb Rockow, or Teresa Combs at 641-585-2404. First Choice Realty of Forest City.
The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City. The team at 3M wishes our area athletes good luck and good health this season. Like any good team, working together brings out great results on the field or in the warehouse. The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City.
NSB Bank wishes the Indians good luck for the latest financial products and services with a community touch by local decision makers. Stop into your NSB branch location in Titonka, Forest City, Thompson, Mason City, or Northwood. NSB Bank, we're here for you.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Check out McCluskey Appliances' wide selection of appliances, brands like Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Amana, and Genair. In stock, plenty of choices, and quick delivery is our goal. McCluskey Appliance in Mason City or Garner. Experience, customer service, and making new relationships is what we're all about. Stop in and see us, follow us on Facebook, or connect with us at McCluskeyAppliance.com.
MBT Investments of Forest City. Whether it's servicing your 401k, saving for your child's education, or investing for the future. See Matt Jennings or Troy Hall at MBT Investments. Call 585-IRAs. MBT Investments, your partner for your financial journey. Securities and advisory services are offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor and broker-dealer member FINRA/SIPC. Insurance products are offered through LPL or its licensed affiliates. Securities and insurance offered through LPL or its affiliates are not insured by FDIC or any government agency, not bank guaranteed, not bank deposits or obligations may lose value.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
KIOW.com. Our halftime show today brought to you by Waldorf University. Waldorf University supports our local athletes and looks forward to further their education, helping them further their education online at waldorf.edu. That's waldorf.edu. A lot of things going on at Waldorf this week with Waldorf homecoming. Hopefully everybody's having a safe and happy homecoming. Of course, so we have Waldorf University football coming here to KIOW on Saturday, as the Warriors will take on Valley City State on Saturday. That game with Iowa State off. That game will be here on KIOW instead of on KHAM. So we hope you're able to join us and join AJ Taylor for coverage of Okoboji, or excuse me, of Waldorf University and Valley City State. That coming up on Saturday here in Forest City. It should be a lot of fun. We've also got volleyball, a good mix of Waldorf volleyball. They'll play a couple of games here on their homecoming weekend, as the Warriors will play 2 games here at home. Kind of fun to have both the football team and the volleyball team at home. And let's see. The volleyball team will play on the 23rd and the 20th. We'll play. Playing tonight across the way at Presentation. So that game going on right now. as a presentation in Waldorf. They'll also play tomorrow, Friday night, against Mayville State. So another opportunity to go out and see the Waldorf volleyball team tomorrow night as they take on Mayville State at 7 p.m. inside the Hanson Fieldhouse. They're taking on the presentation right now. Let's see if we can pull it up and see what that looks like. There it is. Okay, so Waldorf in presentation in set number 3. Looks like each team has won a set so far. Kind of nightmare for the broadcast team there tonight, as both presentation and Waldorf wearing white jerseys. Of course, you have each side of the net, so that helps you out a little bit. But yeah, 23-22. It looks like presentation ahead in set number 3. One set apiece for presentation and Waldorf doing action tonight there at the Hanson Fieldhouse in Forest City. Also have, I believe the ice hockey team will be in action this weekend as well. We'll take a look at that. Yeah, the ice hockey team will play 2 games this weekend with Illinois State. So Illinois State coming to Albert Lee on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday's game is a 7 p.m. game on Saturday against Illinois State. They'll also take on Illinois State on Sunday at 2 p.m. Waldorf hockey team home here on the homecoming weekend as well. So a lot of Waldorf activities going on. Plenty for you to get out and see as far as Waldorf goes with football, volleyball, ice hockey, all of that going on this weekend here on homecoming. Should be a lot of fun. Waldorf University is the sponsor of today's halftime show. We appreciate them. We'll do stats. We'll do the rundown. We'll everything you need to know about this game, which Forest City leads 21-0 here in halftime after the second quarter of play. We'll let you know everything you need to know when we come back in 2 minutes. This is Indian Football from KIOW.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
NIAC is proud to help support North Iowa athletes. Working hard and being part of a team is a great way to learn lessons for life, and learning is what NIAC is all about, beginning with high school juniors and seniors who can start building college credits now for free. Learn more at niac.edu.
Forest City Auto is your Napa Auto Care Center where we work on all types of vehicles and guarantee our work with a 2-year part and labor warranty. With free pickup and delivery, we're the place to call. And if you don't talk to Cheyenne or Lorena, you've called the wrong place. Forest City Auto.
Hy-Vee in Forest City is a proud supporter of the Forest City Indians. Stop in and check out their pharmacy. It's built for you. No waiting in lines for the pharmacy. The pharmacy will be waiting for you. Hy-Vee is your full-service, employee-owned grocery store here in Forest City. Go Indians from Hy-Vee. Malin Egg Service of Forest City is a proud supporter of Forest City High School athletics. Nate Malin is with you from the word go. From planting to harvest, you can count on Nate. Contact him today in Forest City at 641-860-1712. Nate will help you put the right seed on your acres. 641-860-1712. After serving the Forest City community for over 50 years, Wilson Dental is now expanding to serve you better. We look forward to seeing you at our Forest City and our Garner location. Wilson Dental, where your smile is our reward.
Miller Pharmacy has complete prescription services. Free delivery in town, by mail, along with curbside pickup located at the Mercy One Clinic in Forest City. Miller Pharmacy is also open Saturday mornings and gladly accepts Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Call ahead and your script refill will be ready for you. No need to wait. Miller Pharmacy of Forest City.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Forest City and Okoboji at the halftime. Let's take a look at some of our halftime stats and rundowns. We start first with our scoring plays. Forest City got the scoring started in quarter number 1 as Sam Clausen. Same play they ran with Sam Clausen against Garner Hayfield Ventura last week. Hard running off the right side. Clausen broke a couple of tackles on last Friday against Garner Hayfield Ventura in that big 36-0 victory. And then he's able to find another one here. This time a little bit easier from him. 9 yards out. Touchdown Indians with 8:27 to play in the first quarter. That drive for Forest City went 9 yards, 63 plays in 3 minutes and 33 seconds. The Indians come back. Their next drive after getting Okoboji down, Forest City originally started that drive at the 49-yard line. Then they went back into negative territory and then were able to find a 51-yard strike. They're out of negative territory for a touchdown. That strike from Kellen Moore, from Ty Dillevu to Kellen Moore. Beautiful pass, beautiful route. Kellen had his man beat by a good 5 yards, and Kellen was into the end zone for a touchdown. Forest City leads 14-0. In the second quarter, it was Andy Olson, the senior, getting a touchdown rush from 4 yards out as Andy Olson runs into the end zone for the touchdown. 21-0 Forest City as the Indians led at that point 21-0. That's where we are right now at halftime, 21-0 Forest City. Halftime stats look like this as a team. Forest City has 39 plays on offense for 242 yards. They've had the ball for 13 minutes and 33 seconds. They've run the ball 21 times for 120 yards. They have 7 pass completions out of 18 attempts for 122 yards and a passing touchdown. 13 first downs, 7 of them on the ground, 3 of them through the air, 3 of them via penalty. Forest City is 2 of 8 on third down, 1 of 4 on fourth down. The Indians have 8 penalties for 60 yards already in this game. 2 punts for an average of 35.5 yards per punt. For Okoboji, 24 plays, 46 yards of offense, 10 minutes and 5 seconds time of possession, 17 rushes for 38 yards, 2 pass completions out of 7 attempts for 8 yards, 1 interception, 1 fumble. That fumble was not lost. A first down. 1 first down in this game, that one on the ground. Okoboji 1 of 7 on third down, 0 for 1 on fourth down. 5 penalties for 65 yards. They punted 4 times for an average of 38 yards per punt. We'll come back. We'll take a look at some individual stats in 1.5 minutes here. This is Forest City football from KIOW.
FCIS Insurance is proud to support our local athletes throughout the year. Let FCIS be your partner, not just your agent, helping you with all your insurance needs. With multiple carriers, we can get you the best coverage for the best price. Call us today at 800-331-1520. Good luck, Indians, from FCIS Insurance.
Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City. Top Dead Center is a full-line Western dealer with blades and snow control equipment. They also carry truck accessories of all kinds, fifth wheel hitches, LED lights, and more. Call 641-512-5529. Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City.
WCTA is committed to providing local phone service, high-speed internet, and the most reliable digital TV. They proudly support local schools, events, and charities. Their employees are your friends and neighbors who live and work in your community. WCTA is your local telecommunications cooperative.
Kingland Construction Services is a proud supporter of trades-based education programs like apprenticeships, the Building Trades Academy at the John V. Hansen Career Center, and internships through NIAC. These programs also have debt-free options available. Find out more by calling Kingland Construction Services at 641-585-0101.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW. Waldorf University halftime show. Individual stats look like this. Ty Dillevu, 122 yards through the air with a touchdown. Andy Olson has 81 yards on the ground and a touchdown. Sam Clausen, 23 yards on the ground with a touchdown. Jack Thompson has 12 yards on the ground, 8 for Ty Dillevu. 88 yards through the air for Kellen Moore, 34 yards for Jack Thompson. 3.5 tackles for Kearney, 3.5 tackles for Clausen, 3 tackles for Kellen Moore, 2 tackles for Robey Beery, a tackle and a half for Trevor Seidel, 1 for Krutzinger, 1 for Brandsoy, 1 from Ryan Bailey, 1 from Brock Good also in this game. Krutzinger, 2 punts, 71 yards. That's a 35.5-yard average. Kellen Moore, 2 returns, 25 yards in this contest. For Okoboji, looks like this. 8 yards on 2 completions for Jostin, 6 attempts for 7 yards for Salmon, 9 yards for Chapman, 9 yards for Saman. Wright has 3 yards. It's 6 yards for Franklin. through the air, 2 yards for Chapman through the air, 6 tackles on the afternoon for the for Netsch. Paz has 3, Chapman 2, Elwood has 2, 1 for Knutson, 1 for Schlachter. 4 punts for Muncie. 1 from 154 yards, 38.5-yard average, and 1 kick return from Wright that went 22 yards, 1 from Salmon for 3, and 1 for Schlachter that didn't go for anything. We're ready for second half football. Thanks again to Waldorf University for sponsoring today's halftime show. Waldorf Homecoming. Go out and find something Waldorf related to do this week. Kickoff will be taken at the 3-yard line for Salmon. I believe it was Salmon on the return it was Salmon on the return for Okoboji as he took it at about the 3, returns it to about the 12. So give him about 9 yards there on the return to about the 12-yard line. And it'll be first down and 10, Okoboji from their own 12. 11:55 just underway here in the third quarter. Final regular season game for both of these two teams. Final game of the season for both of these two teams. As Justin will hand it off, this is Salmon up the middle. Salmon at the 15, at about the 16-yard line where Salmon will be brought down. So Salmon will find about the 16-yard line where Seidel will make the stop for Forest City. Trying to go here from the hurry up. Snap to Salmon. Salmon again, 16-yard line, going to be brought down. No, at the 15. No, they are going to give him the 15, or pardon me, the 16. I think it depends on who they spot it with, and they will give him the original line of scrimmage of the 16. Pardon me. So they're going to give him forward progress to the 16 original line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 6. 1 minute gone here in the third quarter. Salmon to the left side of Justin. This time they're going to hand it off to Salmon. Salmon across the 15. Salmon to about the 17. It's going to be short, maybe the 18. It's going to be short of the first down either way. Seidel makes a stop for Forest City. And it'll be about the 18-yard line, 4th down at about 4, and they'll punt it away. Musney is in, the junior. We'll be back to punt once again. Forest City likely to get good starting field position, though. That last punt for Musney late in the first half, that was a good one. Really pinned the Indians back a little bit. This time it's a line drive, low kick. It's going to take an Okoboji bounce inside the 40, still rolling inside the 40 at about the 37. So it's going to roll all the way down to the 37-yard line of Forest City. So another good punt there from Musney. And Forest City will take over at the 37-yard line inside their own territory. 1st down and 10, Indians from their own 37. Indians have not had super horrible field position on any of their starting drives tonight. And we'll see heavy formation to the left side for Forest City. Hand off that way to Olsen. Olsen still on his feet. 40, 45, still running across the 50-yard line. A big run on first down for Andy Olsen as he trugs across the 50-yard line inside Okoboji Pioneer territory at the 46. 1st down and 10, Indians from the Pioneer 46-yard line. Big rush there for Olsen. About 19 on first down. Gets it to the 46 of Okoboji. 1st down and 10 with 9:53 to play in the third quarter. 2 wings tied into the game for the Indians. Right side, Clausen on the rush. Clausen across the 45, near the 40. He'll be short of the 40-yard line, though. At about the 42-yard line, some more pushing and shoving. Across the 42, short of the 41-yard line. So no penalty markers come out, but some extracurriculars there as the official talks with the teams. At about the 42 1.5 yard line. Ball is in the middle of the 41 on the 42. Second down coming up in about 6 here for Forest City. Handoff left side, Clausen. Clausen breaks loose, 30, inside the 20, 10, 15, 5, touchdown, Sam Clausen. Sam Clausen will find the end zone for the Indians as he runs that one from 42 yards out. A 42-yard touchdown rush there for Sam Clausen, and the Indians are on the board once again. As Sopko is in to attempt the PAT for Forest City. Connected on all 3 of his so far tonight. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it is good. 4 for 4, Sopko. The Indians lead 28-0 with 8:59 to play in the third quarter. Kickoff is a minute away. This is Indian football from KIOW.
Forest City Family Dentistry, downtown on J Street. Dr. Layla can now place crowns in one visit. No clumsy temporary or return appointment needed. Also ask us about replacing missing teeth with affordable dental implants. Visit the place that puts a smile on your face. Forest City Family Dentistry. Call 585-4636.
MBT Bank, with 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. A full-service community bank with checking and savings accounts, CDs, lending, and trust services. Where will you go with MBT? MBTBank.bank, member FDIC.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW. They brought all the players, they brought the captains of both teams to midfield. It looks like we're starting a new football game, but instead just maybe a sportsmanship conversation being had between both teams as they bring the captains of both teams to midfield to shake hands. I'm guessing to go back and tell their teams there was some more pushing and shoving after that long run. Either way, it's a 63-yard scoring drive for Forest City, capped off by a 42-yard rush for Sam Clausen to the end zone for Forest City. So 63 yards on the drive for the Indians, and they lead 28-0 with 8:59 to play in the third quarter. And we'll see a kickoff coming from Dillahoo for Forest City. Has it teed up at the west 40-yard line. He'll boot it down, and it'll be taken at about the 12-yard line for Okoboji. It's Salmon. Salmon from left to right, and Salmon will be crushed at about the 18-yard line. Salmon on the carry, about 12 yards as Jack Thompson will smash him at the 20, and it'll be first down and 10. Okoboji from their own 20-yard line here in the third quarter action in this Week 9 matchup for both of these two teams. Forest City looks to be on their way, leading 28-0. Still a long ways to go, though. 8:51 to play here in this third quarter. Different formation. Trips left here for Okoboji. Salmon in the backfield for the Pioneers. They're going to throw on first down across the middle, and it's going to be caught by Schlechter. Kellen Moore makes the hit for the Indians. Schlechter makes the carry. Big pass reception there on first down as it's going to go across the 35 to about the 37-yard line. So first down and 10 from the 37. 8:45 to play here in the third quarter. Big pass reception, 17 yards on the pickup from Justin to Schlechter. Salmon takes it left side. Salmon rushing left. He's got running room. Salmon still running to the 45 before he's brought down. Ball is out, but they're going to say he's down. So Salmon puts it on the ground. They're going to say he was down first, though. And Salmon will have it out to the 45-yard line, and it'll be a gain of about 8 on first down for Salmon. And the Pioneers will have it at the 45. Gain of 8, second down and 2 from their own 45-yard line. And they're going to hand it off to Salmon. Salmon running room. Salmon looking right. Salmon across the 45 near the 50. And he'll be brought down there for Forest City by Schweringen. Makes a stop for the Indians. Braden Schweringen pushes Salmon out of bounds across the 50, though. at the 48-yard line. So the 48-yard line of Forest City in plus territory for the Pioneers. They're going to go Salmon left, and a good stop there. Brock Good. Who else is there for the Indians? Brock Good and Tristan Bransoy for Forest City as they make a big stop across the 48 of the 47, so it'll be a gain of 1, but they quickly bring Salmon to the ground. It's 7:44 to play in the third quarter as the Pioneers will break the huddle there. 3 receivers in a trips formation right. Heavy formation left. They were moving, it looked like, and there's the penalty marker. Yeah, by far they were moving. And we'll have 5 yards back here coming on the Pioneers. I thought they were going to let it go. Well, they will give them the 5 yards for the false start. Back across the 50-yard line at the 48. So it'll go back into negative territory, 48-yard line for the Pioneers. 52 yards from Pater with 7:22 to play until the end of the third quarter. Salmon left side looking for some running room. Salmon is still running. Salmon on his feet, 40, 35, 30. He's loose, 20, 15, 10, 5, and he's pushed out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Salmon makes the biggest play offensively for Okoboji tonight as he's going to rush for about 50 yards, right around 50 yards. Give him 48 on the carry there for Salmon. At about the 4-yard line is where they're going to spot him. So a 48-yard pickup there for Salmon. It's first and goal from the 4 for Okoboji from the 4-yard line with 7:09 to play in the third. And they're going to give it left side, Salmon. No, they have that the outside tackle as Paz, the outside tackle, is rushing there for Okoboji. So they look like they were giving it off to Salmon. Instead, they give it off to the senior outside tackle, Sam Paz, 6'2", 230 pounds, rumbling for a couple of yards there on first down for Okoboji as the Pioneers looking to score. Looked like they were moving again inside the... Did they get to the goal line? They did not. Looks like Forest City stopped him. It looked like Okoboji was moving again, this time not called. As that time, another lineman running. It was the strong guard, Christian Gonzalez, on the rush at about the 2-yard line. So third down and goal for Okoboji from the 2. They've run linemen on the last 2 plays. Now it's third down and goal from the 2. 5:58 to play, third quarter. A direct snap to Salmon, looking for the end zone. Did he get stopped? He might have been stopped. Salmon on the direct snap didn't get in the end zone. They're going to come up short again. Okoboji has had 3 plays, from the 4-yard line, and they're still a yard short. Fourth down and goal. That time it was Salmon on the direct, as he'll rush for a yard to the 1. Okoboji's had it first down and goal from the 4. They've moved 3 yards to the 1, and that's it. Fourth down and goal. The Indians defense looking for a big stop. 5:20 to play here in the quarter, trying to keep the 0 on the board. And they're going to hand it off right side. And he's going nowhere now, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Okoboji. Penalty marker on the field. Penalty marker on the field, as that was the big offensive tackle. Pause falling into the end zone. They're going to take the touchdown away from the big man as holding is called. So it's going to be fourth down. They take the touchdown away from the big man, Pause, looking for his first. Oh, man. They take it away from the big guy, as that'll be fourth down. And a long ways coming now. Fourth down from about the 13. So 4th and 13 from the 13. Not going to be able to run 230 pounds from 13 yards out. Instead, they're going to throw. Under pressure, it is incomplete. He did catch it. I thought he dropped it at first. It was complete. Kellen Moore makes a big stick, and it's a turnover on downs. A gain of about 3 on the screen play. and Forest City will take over on downs. So the Indians, after Okoboji had first down and goal from the 4, Forest City is able to make this stop, and they turn them over on downs at the 10. First down and 10, Forest City from their own 10-yard line with 5 minutes to play in the third quarter, leading 28-0. So the Indians will try to put another drive together. This time they've got 90 yards of Indian turf in front of them. Starting from their own 10. Delavu takes the snap, hands it off left side. It's Olsen. And Olsen will plunge across the 10, short of the 15. As the stop will be made by Okoboji's Aiden Gerke. That's a freshman. A lot of freshmen on this roster. 18 freshmen, 16 sophomores, 49 on this roster. Only 15 are upperclassmen, 10 seniors and 5 juniors. For the Pioneers, trip receivers to the right, one receiver left. Indians will try a reverse, loose. Looking for some running room to the 20. I believe it's Thompson. It is. The Indians on a reverse to Jack Thompson will be at the 20. He had to get across the 20 for a first down, so he's going to be short of the first down yardage as he only got to the 20. Third down and very short for Forest City. Thompson needed to get across the 20-yard line. He did not. He only gets to the 20-yard line. And no, now are they going to measure it? They are. So they're going to stop and they're going to measure it. Again, the chains look to be across the 20. The ball looks to be behind the 20. But they will measure it with 3:57 to play here in the third quarter with the Indians leading 28-0. Our fourth quarter, which will come next, brought to you by A&W Family Restaurants in Forest City. Still about 20 minutes to get down to your local Forest City A&W store tonight. And it is about short what we thought it was. The ball behind the 20-yard line, the marker in front of the 20-yard line. So the length of the white chalk line away from a first down here for Forest City. 3:57 to play in the third quarter. And the Indians have plenty of time to talk about this play. And he's got to get the chains back across the field. Indians will go heavy. Left. They're going to hand it off to Olsen. Olsen will have plenty for a first down. He's going to pick up about 2.5, maybe 3. Again, he needed the length of the chalk line for a first down. He's going to get almost 3 yards for Forest City, not quite 3. Give him about 2 and a little bit more at the 22-yard line. First down and 10, Forest City from the 22, 3:40 to play here in the third quarter of action. Final game of the season for the Indians. A couple other local teams will play Week 9 games tomorrow. One local team in the postseason. We'll have it for you here on KIOW. West Hancock trying to win another state title. Olsen across the 30-25 to about the 30. So Olsen will find about 8 on first down to the 30-yard line. 8-yard pickup. Franklin makes the stop. Two yards to go for Forest City. Need to get to the 32. 2:58 to play here in the third quarter. It's been a busy week on KIOW. Hopefully you've enjoyed. We had volleyball for you on Monday, Warriors Live, the Waldorf Warriors Coaches Show on Tuesday, volleyball Wednesday, football Friday, football again tomorrow night. And then football, Waldorf Warrior football on Saturday. 6 straight days of sports here on KIOW. Clausen rushing to the right. Clausen loose again. 40, 50. Absolutely. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, Sam Clausen. 10-5 touchdown. And we got a penalty marker. Penalty marker at the 33-yard line. This one's going to be coming back. As Clausen broke ahead for a around 70-yard rush, holding against the Indians at the 33. So a 70-yard touchdown rush from Sam Clausen wiped off the board. As it will go 10 yards from the spot. So 10 yards from that 33-yard line will go back to the 23 first down. Repeat, what were we on? Second down. Second down coming up here for Forest City. Second down at about 9 for the Indians. 2:25 to play third quarter as a 70-yard touchdown wiped off the board there for Sam Clausen. And it'll be second down and 9 for Forest City with 2:25 to play in the third quarter. 4 wide, looking to throw. Dillevue still looking downfield under pressure. He's got to get rid of it. He does. Jack Thompson, it's dropped at the 30. As the play is made, a good defensive play by Talon Wright. The sophomore comes over and pokes that one loose. Good pitch and catch there from Dillevue to Thompson, and Talon Wright just made a great play as the defender comes through and knocks it loose. Third down and 9 upcoming with 2:17 to play here in the third quarter. It was going to be short of the first down marker by a couple of yards, but now it's third down and 9 Forest City at the 33-yard line. 2 receivers right, 3 receivers left, 5 wide. Here's the snap. Dillevue looking to throw. Dillevue downfield looking for Feldman, and it is dropped at the 50. So the ball will be incomplete, intended for Feldman at the 50. And Forest City will punt this one away as the Indians will have fourth down and 9 with 2:10 to play in the third quarter. Krutzinger will be back to punt for Forest City. Schlachter, will be back to receive as well. The sophomore Crows punts away, high end-over-end kick. We'll take a Forest City bounce inside the 45 at about the 44. Penalty marker coming at the 40. Penalty marker at the 40. 1:56 to play. And we'll see what we have coming at the 40-yard line. Again, we were looking at the football rolling down the field. Personal foul targeting against Okoboji. So another targeting call is going to be called against... No, targeting. At the 40, let's see where the ball is going to be spotted at. They'll take it back from the 44 where the return was. Inside the 20, inside the 30 at the 29. So another personal foul called against Okoboji in this contest. Again, at the 29-yard line is where the Okoboji offense will take over with 1:56 to play here in the third quarter. Again, A&W Family Restaurants in Forest City will bring you the fourth quarter next. 4 wide, and Justins now is going to pitch it to Wright. Wright is loose at the 40, near the 40-yard line as he was booting out to throw. Looked like he was going to throw. I think it was designed pitch there to Wright as he carries it. Gets it behind the line of scrimmage and takes it near the 40-yard line. It's going to be a gain of about 9. It's a little trickery out there for Okoboji to about the 40, 38-yard line. Got to get to across the 39 for a first down. Back to their normal single wing formation. Across the first down marker, it's going to be a first down yardage for Chapman. So Chapman on the carry. Gets it to about the 40-yard line. First down and 10. They needed the 39 for the first down marker. They get to the 40. First down and 10 Pioneers with 1:17 to play in the third quarter. And Okoboji will spread the huddle and come to the 40-yard line. 3 receivers in a triangle left. Here's the snap. Justins will throw. Looking to throw down the field. Has a man beat and it's caught. Big play. Has nobody near the defender. Chapman makes the play, and it's going to be a huge pickup from near the 40 all the way inside plus territory at about the 32. About a 33-yard pickup on the throw there from Okoboji. Just 7 completions coming into tonight for the Pioneers quarterback, Justin. And he just picked up his 5th completion already tonight. Running left side, looking for some running room, is Salmon. Salmon on the carry at about the 25-yard line. So now Salmon comes up limping. As Salmon's going to go to the sideline, he's limping for Okoboji. He's carried most of the load tonight. Hopefully nothing too serious over there for Salmon as he's now gone to the ground on the Okoboji sideline. Salmon, who's carried 12 times. Nobody else has carried more than 7. 19 seconds left in this quarter. 28-0 is the lead for Forest City. And now there's confusion with different guys at different positions with Salmon going out. Talon Wright is in motion, and it's going to be a keeper. Johnston's now will look for Wright. It's incomplete, intended for Talon Wright, the sophomore wideout who was in motion, and we have the end of the third quarter. We've played 3. It's Forest City 28. It's Okoboji 0. We'll come back for the 4th and final quarter of Forest City football for the 2022 season. In 1 minute, this is Indian football from KIOW.
The Farmers Co-op of Forest City, Leyland of Buffalo Center, Iowa, and Keystone, Minnesota for all your feed, seed.
With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. As we go to 4th and final quarter, our 4th quarter today brought to you by A&W Family Restaurants in Forest City. Right now is a great time to get down to your local A&W Family Restaurant store in Forest City. You got about 10 more minutes tonight, otherwise see them tomorrow at 11 a.m. Root beer floats, shakes, polar swirls, and more. See them on Highway 69 North in Forest City. A&W is a sponsor of our 4th and final quarter of the 2022 Forest City football season. Of course, we'll have West Hancock playoff football tomorrow right here on KIOW. Jay and Kevin will take over here on KIOW along with KHAM. Video streamed from Britt tomorrow. I'll have the call as well, but for our sister station in Charles City on the Nashua side of things tomorrow. Here's the handoff to Wright up the middle. Looking for some running room near the 15-yard line. Talon Wright will take the play there for Okoboji. As Wright will be brought down at about the 16-yard line. So first down and 10, Okoboji from the 16. Pioneers trying to punch it in. They had first down and goal from the 4 earlier, couldn't get the job done. Now they got it first down and 10 from the 16. Left side. It's Chapman. Chapman will find maybe one. No, they're going to mark him at the original line of scrimmage of the 16. So Chapman on the carry, brought down back at the 16-yard line, no gain. Second down and 10 for Okoboji from the 16. Looking in plus territory, 11-18 remaining in the 2022 season. One receiver split out. That's Schlachter. Direct snap. Now they're going to get it off to Wright, so it was a direct snap to Chapman. He handed off to Talon Wright as he runs inside the 15 at about the 12, so a 4-yard pickup for Okoboji at about the 11. Third down at about 5 upcoming for the Pioneers. Schlachter now comes to the near side. And they're going to hand it off left side, Chapman. Chapman looking for the 10. Did he get there? He did. Got to the 10, but he needs to get to the 6 for a first down. Going to be about 4 yards short of first down yardage. Fourth down and about 4 upcoming here for the Pioneers at the 10-yard line. Pioneers need the 6-yard line across the 6 for a first down. 10:33 to play. 28-0 Forest City. Schlachter by himself to the far side. Justin Chapman in the backfield, 2 wings to the right. Tight end left. They're going to throw. Looking to the right side. It's caught by Wright. Near the 5. He's got first down yardage. Looking for the goal line. He reaches 40 short. Wright makes the catch at the 5. He reached out for the goal line, but he's going to come up short, and now they're going to stop the game, so Wright's going to have to come out. As an official stoppage for Wright as he was on the ground, he's going to have to come out of the game. He's been kind of their guy here on this drive since Salmon went out. And we haven't seen Salmon since he left with an injury, and now Wright has to leave the game for at least a play. It'll be 4 opportunities for Okoboji from the 1. One man in motion. They're going to give it. And the Forest City makes a stop. Chapman on first down. And he's going to lose a couple of yards, maybe 1. Going to lose a yard to the 2. Seidel on the stop for Forest City. Seidel came into tonight 16.5 tackles. 3.5 for a loss. That time another loss. Now 4 for a loss this year for Seidel. A loss of 1 to the 2. Second down and 2 from the 2. Left side. They're going to go big guys again. Which one of it is it? There's a penalty. Did they get him? They got him again, I believe. As it was pause again on the carry. Not a penalty marker. I was mistaken there. Pause. We'll get that yard back they lost on first down. So it'll be 3rd down and 1. 3rd down and 1 for Okoboji from the 1. Trying to find the end zone. Direct snap to Chapman. He's still out of the end zone. They went direct snap to Chapman. They only need 1 yard. The Indians defense comes up tight again. Sam Clausen there for Forest City. Kellen Moore is there for the Indians as well. And Forest City's going to hold them out. Now we got another injured player on the ground. Okoboji is losing players left and right. As another Pioneer has gone down, and they will stop the game for the injured Pioneer. It's going to be 4th down and 1. Okoboji from the 1. As Okoboji had it 1st down and goal from the 1, and now we are at a 4th down, still with 1 yard to go, and we're going to take a break as the injured player still down on the field. We'll take a break. We'll come back. 8:48 to play in the 4th quarter. 28-0 Forest City. This is Indian football from KIOW.
A&W Restaurant in Forest City.
Just keep going for right now, Mel. I'm not sure.
Onion rings, chicken tenders, and more. Available daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Finish your meal with a tasty root beer float, shake, polar swirl, or soft serve ice cream. A&W
Just go until I
root beer, Highway 69 North in
tell you
Forest
to not
City.
go.
Advanced Door Systems of Forest
For right
City.
now.
Advanced Door Systems.
Obviously, if it gets too long, then I'll come back and talk.
They also service any maker,
But he's still
model,
laying on the
overhead
ground.
door. Call 641-585-1900 or see them online at ads-doors.com. Advanced Door Systems. The right door,
Got him!
The right way.
The Super Bowl at Forest City is open nightly for league and open bowling, with Cosmic Bowling Friday and Saturday nights, with karaoke Saturday nights as well. Enjoy food from the grill or delicious Bucchese pizza to complete your experience. The Super Bowl, Highway 9 East, Forest City.
Larson Plumbing, Heating and Fertile is your Lennox dealer. They offer energy-efficient Lennox heating and air conditioning solutions for homes and businesses of all sizes. For complete plumbing service, call 797-2219 today. Larson Plumbing, Heating and Fertile, your Lennox dealer. Missile Insurance and Realty of Forest City. Whether buying or selling a home, Tim Missile and Pat Levick have the market experience to help
after
you
this.
follow your dream.
After this.
Missile Insurance and Realty can help you insure that dream once you find it. Missile Insurance and Realty in Forest City. Call 641-582-3554.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Back here on KIOW, live from Forest City High School. It's 4th down and goal from the 1 yard line for the Okoboji offense. They had 1st down and goal from the 1, and Forest City has held them out. It's now 4th down and goal from the 1. Okoboji trying to get on the board. One man in motion. That's Salmon. He's back in there, going to pitch it out to Salmon. Looking for the end zone. He's going to come up short as the Indians defense makes a stop. Kellen Moore for the Indians. Krutzinger is there. Kearney as well for Forest City. And they're going to stop Salmon, who came back in after being injured, short of the goal line. Okoboji, 4 plays from the 1, don't get in. And the Indians will hold the shutout for now at 28-0 with 8:38 to play in the ball game. It'll be a loss of 2 to the 3 yard line, so Forest City will take over. 1st down and 10 from the 3 yard line. Huge stop there from the Indians defense. They try to get to the perimeter with Salmon. As we'll see a snap here to Dillevue. Dillevue handoff to Olson, left side, looking for some running room. Olson across the 5 to the 6 with a 3-yard pickup for Andy Olson on first down to the 6. As Franklin makes the stop for Okoboji. 8:23 to play in this fourth quarter and the rest of the 2022 football season for both Okoboji and Forest City. The Indians looking for a third win this year, which would be the most since they went with 4 wins in 2020. After a 1-8 season a year ago. Push ahead. We've got a rush to the left side. Actually got a little bit more than I thought. Going to be enough for a first down. As Clausen on the carry for the Indians, level enough for a first down at the 14-yard line. So first down and 10 Forest City from the 14. As the Indians will find the first down, the clock will continue to tick down. 7:41 to play here in the quarter. Just a reminder of our upcoming schedule here on KIOW. The scoreboard show will come back tomorrow night after West Hancock and Nashua Plainfield. So the scouting report will come back tomorrow before the game. We'll have the scoreboard show again coming after the game, West Hancock, Nashua Plainfield. As here's the rush out. Dillevue will just have to dump it away. Looking for Kellen Moore as he was under pressure. Second down and 10, Forest City from the 14. Pre-game show with Jay and Kevin here on KIOW is set for 6:30 tomorrow night from Sanger Field in Brent before West Hancock and Nashua Plainfield will duke it out in that first-round playoff game. Nashua Plainfield has had themselves a pretty good year. Got a tough draw with West Hancock, and West Hancock's going to see some stuff similar to what they've seen this year. Nashua Plainfield likes to run. A couple of backs there that West Hancock will have to stop tomorrow night. Handoff left side. Kellen Moore on the carry for Forest City across the 28-yard line. Or pardon me, across the 15-yard line to about the 18-yard line. Third down, and now we got an injured Indian on the field. So we'll see who that is. Injured Indian here with 6:55 to play here in the fourth quarter. We'll come back in a minute or so. We'll take a break and come back here on KIOW with the Indians leading 28-0. This is Indian football from KIOW.
Holland Contracting in Forest City for earth moving, Varco Pruden metal buildings, farm drainage, directional drilling, demolition, tire shop, and more. Call the construction experts at 641-585-2231. Holland Contracting in Forest City, dedicated to making the region a better place, one project at a time. Shooter's Sports Bar and Grill supports Forest City High School athletics. In a hurry for lunch? No time to cook before the game? Call 585-5000 to place your order for pickup. Shooters will be happy to get your order ready in advance. Shooter's Sports Bar and Grill supports the Forest City Indians. Custom Paint and Collision of Forest City. Corey and his staff have nearly 50 years of body shop experience and can fix just about anything on the road. They give free estimates and also carry car batteries and windshield wipers. Located on Highway 69 just south of Forest City, it's Custom Paint and Collision, your body shop.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Looks like Kellen Moore down there getting stretched out. He's still on the turf here for Forest City. 6:55 to play in the fourth quarter, 28-0 Indians, and Forest City has had their way tonight offensively as the Indians, just a good night for the team. 341 yards of total offense, 52 offensive plays, have had the ball for almost 30 minutes of total time. 31 rushes, 219 yards for the Indians. Kellen Moore is going to hobble across the field now to try to get to the sidelines. After a lengthy process there on the ground, it looked like they were trying to stretch him out as he will hobble across here. As we'll see the Indians spreading 3 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Delavu in the gun. Delavu takes the snap, back to football across the middle. Robe Berry's got it at the 20. Robe makes one man miss, 22. Another man miss, 25, 26-yard line for Robe Berry. Robe Berry looked like he was going to come about 4 yards short of the first down marker. And again, he makes more men miss. And it's going to get a Forest City first down out to the 27-yard line. So Robe catches that. Looks like he was going to be stopped about 4 yards short. Able to find an extra couple of yards, first down and 10 Indians. So first down and 10 Forest City. After another nifty play, Robe gets across the first down and marker at the 27-yard line. 6:08 to play here in the fourth quarter. Brought to you by A&W Family Restaurants in Forest City. And we've got timeout Forest City. 6:03 to play in the fourth. Timeout Indians, 28-0. We'll come back in 1 minute. This is Indian football from KIOW.
Forest City Ford at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City wishes good luck to our local athletes. We look forward to seeing you compete. When you need a vehicle, see us at Forest City Ford, where customers really do send their friends.
Grow Electric in Lake Mills is proud to support area athletics and proud to serve our new and returning customers. To get started on any electrical project, big or small, call 641-592-8282. Good luck, athletes, from Grow Electric in Lake Mills.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
At KIOW.com, Zerman Eggleston with you for the season finale of Forest City football here in 2022 as the Indians are trying to get themselves to a third win. Make them 3-6 on the season. If they can pull this one out, 6 minutes to play. Left side, Andy Olson still running 35 across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Near the first down marker. Won't be enough. He's going to get about 8 yards on first down there for Olson. Yeah, give him 9. The first down marker is the 37. They did spot him at the 36, so a yard short, 9 yards on first down for Olson. 5:40 to play now in the fourth quarter. 28-0 is the lead for the Indians. Trying to put themselves on another shutout, back-to-back shutouts. A possibility here for Forest City. Heavy formation overloaded to the right side. Here's the handoff. Going to that right side, Olson, running room 40. Olson across the 40, 45, 50. Across the 50 inside Okoboji territory at the 45-yard line. 46 of Okoboji. So a schlocker tackle for Okoboji as Andy Olson is brought down at the 46 inside plus territory. First down and 10 Indians from the Okoboji 46 with 5 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. 28-0 is still the lead for the Indians. Trying to add one more on here. Couple of goal line stands for Forest City has kept this game at a shutout. Trying to keep that. 2 receivers left. Double wings, 1 on each side. They're going to give it off. Sweep left side to Robe Berry. Berry 40. Inside the 40, 35-30. Still on his feet, 25-10. Good afternoon. Good night, Robe Berry. End zone touchdown. Robe Berry from 46 yards out will have a touchdown for the Indians. Another long run as Robe Berry, no laundry on the field. 46 yards for the score. 46-yard touchdown run on the left side sweep there from Robe Berry. And the Indians will have another score, make it 34. Sopko going to try to add on the PAT for 35. He's 4 for 4 already tonight. 4:28 to play here in the fourth quarter. Good snap, good hold. Kick is on the way. It is up and it is good. 5 for 5 night for Connor Sopko kicking PATs. 35-0 Indians. 4:28 to play in the fourth and final quarter of the 2022 season. We'll come back in 1 minute for kickoff. This is Indian football from KIOW.
The County Line C team of Chuck Rubish, Jake Young, and myself, Matt Keel, are your premier and local DeKalb, Asgrow, AgriGold, and NK dealer in Forest City. With a combined over 30 years of seed experience, we're setting a new trend in agriculture at County Line. Call today at 641-581-3300 or visit us off the Airport Blacktop in Forest City.
Support for Forest City Sports comes from Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Amy Ryan and Patrick Schoenhoven of Forest City. Edward Jones is a financial services firm exclusively serving individual investors, offering a range of investments, including certificates of deposit, stocks, mutual funds, taxable and non-taxable bonds. Additional information available at edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. Non-taxable bonds may be subject to state, local, or alternative minimum tax.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. 97-yard scoring drive, capped off by a Rome Berry 46-yard touchdown rush. And the Indians lead 35-0. Boot is going to be taken at the 10-yard line out to the 14. And now brought down to the 15-yard line, 25-yard line is Graves. So Graves on the rush, Elijah Graves on the return. And we'll see where they officially spot him. It will be the 26, so they're going to give him nearly the 26. So 26-yard line, first down and 10, Okoboji trying to get the shutout off the board. 44 minutes exactly to play here in the fourth and final quarter of the 2022 season. 35-0 Indians lead. Two receivers here on the near side for Okoboji. Justin still in the backfield. He'll take the snap, looking to throw. Penalty marker coming. It is incomplete as Swearingen was there, as was Kearney, both of them in coverage for Forest City. Doms was the intended receiver. Penalty marker holding against Okoboji. The ball is, the holding call is at the 22. So I'll take him to the 12. So first down, Okoboji from the 12. And they got to get to the 36 for a first down. At the 12, they got to get to the 36. Hand off to Salmon. Salmon right side's got running room. He's got a blocker. 20, 25, 30, he's gone. 40, 45, 30, 20. Nobody's catching him. 10, 5, touchdown. No laundry on the field. It'll be a 78-yard touchdown rush from Salmon for the touchdown for Okoboji from the 12 to the end zone. 78-yard touchdown from Salmon. Got the edge on the outside. Perimeter blocking from Okoboji was the best they've had. And Okoboji will finally find the end zone. Had two opportunities inside the 5-yard line. Were stopped on both of those, but get it from 78 instead. 3:13 to play here in the fourth quarter. And Okoboji on the board for the first time tonight. As they will attempt the PAT, it's going to be Knutson. Knutson is 3 for 7 this year for extra points. High snap, and the Indians are going to block it, and that'll be the end of the play. So a high snap, they were unable to get it down, and Forest City blocks it. We'll go to a commercial. We'll come back for kickoff. 35-6, the Indians lead. 3:13 to play here in the fourth quarter. We'll come back in 1 minute for kickoff. This is Indian football from KIOW.
Pritchard Family Auto Stores have 2 locations in Forest City to serve Forest City fans. Chrysler of Forest City offers Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep products, and Forest City Auto Center offers a full line of GM. See Forest City Auto Center on Highway 69 North and Chrysler of Forest City on Highway 69 South.
Ready to sell your home? First Choice Realty is here for you. There are more homes needed to meet the demand of our pre-qualified buyers. Contact Bethany Ferris, Mary Ferris, Barb Rockow, or Teresa Combs at 641-585-2404. First Choice Realty of Forest City.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. We're in the middle of our A&W Family Restaurants of Forest City fourth quarter as the Indians lead the Okoboji Pioneers 35-6. 3:13 to play as Knutson will tee this one up at the 40-yard line for Okoboji, as the Indians will send their men deep. Now a onside sort of is going to be taken. I'm not sure he was attempting to do that, but instead it's going to give Forest City the football in good field position. It looked like an onside, but I can tell you I don't think he meant to do it. As Ryan Bailey, even though they trail at this point, as Knutson kind of gave it away after he kicked it, he kind of slapped his hand and then slapped the ground. The freshman there kind of giving it away that was not intentional. Ryan Bailey recovers it for Forest City at the 43. So first down and 10, Forest City from the 43-yard line. With 3:09 to play here in the fourth quarter, 35-6, Indians lead. And Forest City marching their way to a third win of this season, 2 in a row. Under center, Dillevue will take the snap, and they're going to hand it off to the right side to Thompson. Thompson's loose. 40, 35, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Jack Thompson, and we got a penalty marker in the Forest City sidelines. Penalty marker on the Forest City sideline, as I believe they're going to bring this one back. Unnecessary roughness against Forest City. So the Indians were blocking a Pioneer into these sidelines, and that's where the flag came out at. So it's going to negate a long touchdown there from Jack Thompson. A 57-yard touchdown from Jack Thompson off the board. As unnecessary roughness will be called against Forest City. That will go from the original spot of the 43. As the Indians going to get called for unnecessary roughness. A block for Forest City. It was kind of similar to the movie The Blind Side, where you block the guy out of the stadium. That's what the Indians were doing, and that's what Forest City was arguing. Not sure I agree with that one, but we'll go with it. First down in a very long ways for Forest City with 2:54 to play. And they're going to go back to the same thing to Thompson. Thompson again is loose. 40, 45, and this time he'll be pushed out of bounds. Didn't break it off for a touchdown. Go to the same thing. Thompson this time will get back all the penalty yardage back in a yard. So the Indians will have it now second down and 9 from the 44. So Thompson gets 16 as he gets the penalty yardage back and one more. So a 16-yard pickup for Thompson on first down, and the Indians will have second down and 9 with 2:45 to play here in the fourth quarter, leading Okoboji 35-6. They fell in this game 23-0 last year at Okoboji. And this time it's going to go to Andy Olson, right side. Olson rushing. Olson, 45-40, still on his feet, 30. He's still on his feet, 20, 15, 10, 5. Andy Olson, touchdown. Andy Olson from 56 yards out. He broke 2 or 3 tackles. Okoboji players started giving up on the sidelines as Andy Olson was running past them. Nobody wanted to tackle him. Andy just kept his head down and ran up the sideline, stayed in bounds, and he'll score from 56 yards out. 56-yard touchdown for Andy Olson makes the Indians score now 41-6 as Connor Sopko will be in to attempt the PAT. Low snap, good hold, kick is up, and it is good. Connor Sopko 5 for 5 on PATs. Indians lead 42-6. 2:30 to play in this conclusion of the 2022 season. We'll have kickoff in 1 minute. This is Indian football from KIOW.
The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City. The team at 3M wishes our area athletes good luck and good health this season. Like any good team, working together brings out great results on the field or in the warehouse. The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City.
NSB Bank wishes the Indians good luck for the latest financial products and services with a community touch by local decision makers. Stop into your NSB branch location in Titonka, Forest City, Thompson, Mason City, or Northwood. NSB Bank, we're here for you.
Member FDIC equal housing lender.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW. That was a play from Olsen there where he just kept chugging down the sidelines, and even we were getting ready to talk about where he was going to be either pushed out of bounds or brought down at. Looked like 2 or 3 or maybe 4 Okoboji guys at one time looked like they were going to bring him down. He just kept chugging along. Kick taken from Okoboji at the 25-yard line, and still on his feet across the 40. Big rush there for Okoboji. That's going to be Netsch on the return. Tyler Netsch gets it across the 40-yard line to about the 41. So first down and 10 Okoboji from the 41-yard line inside their own territory. 2:05 to play here in this final contest of the year. Thanks for joining us here on KIOW. Looks like the Indians are going to come up, unless they get the football back, 1 yard short of 500 yards of offense. Unofficially right now, 499 yards of total offense in this game. First down and 10 Forest City. First down and 10 Okoboji from the 41. 1:37 to play. Handoff. Seaman across the 41 to about the 42, so Seaman will have a yard. Brandsoy makes a stop for the Indians at the 42. 1:22 remaining in the contest. From the 42-yard line, a couple of substitutions here for both teams. 1 minute now remaining. As Okoboji will run just a couple of more plays. Forest City, unless it's some kind of a turnover situation, will not see the football again. To the right side, Salmon running. Salmon still loose, 50, across the 50-yard line, inside territory at about the 42. We've got a penalty marker that comes in late on the play, so a penalty marker that comes in late where he's brought down at. So a penalty marker at about the 38-yard line. We have 2 on the field. One penalty marker is at the 38. We got another penalty marker across the 50, about 5 yards ahead of the line of scrimmage at the Okoboji 47. So we got a penalty marker at the Okoboji 47 and one at the Forest City 38. And we're still waiting for our calls. 2 markers on the field. Holding against Okoboji. Dead ball, personal foul against Forest City. So we got a holding against Okoboji and then a dead ball, personal foul against the Indians. So 15 yards for Okoboji. So Okoboji will get 15 yards from the original spot, gives them a first down at the 48 of Forest City. So another personal foul in this game. More personal fouls in this game likely than we've seen between these two teams all year. We have like 300 yards or so around there in penalty yardage here in this contest. Over 200 at least. We'll look at those numbers here as our post-game show from County Line Seeds. That should do it unless Okoboji rushes for one more play. They are going to rush up for one more play. 9 seconds in the contest. One more play for Okoboji, and it's going to be a Salmon outside run. Salmon outside a tackle, still on his feet, 40, 35, and he's going to be brought down, and that'll be the end of the contest. 42-6, the final score. Forest City will defeat Okoboji in the Week 9 extra game, 42-6. And obviously in the short history in these two teams' this series, the most points scored in this series all time. Obviously just the second game all time. And Okoboji had a 23-0 victory last year. This year is a 42-6 win for Forest City here on Thursday Night Football. We'll come back, post-game show. We still got a lot of post-game show, a lot of recap to do here from Forest City High School before we wrap up the 2022 season. We'll start our post-game show with a break here of about 3 minutes, and we'll come back. Post-game show is next. This is Forest City Football from KIOW.
Check out McCluskey Appliances' wide selection of appliances, brands like Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Amana, and Genair. In stock, plenty of choices, and quick delivery is our goal. McCluskey Appliance in Mason City or Garner. Experience, customer service, and making new relationships is what we're all about. Stop in and see us, follow us on Facebook, or connect with us at McCluskeyAppliance.com.
MBT Investments of Forest City. Whether it's servicing your 401k, saving for your child's education, or investing for the future. See Matt Jennings or Troy Hall at MBT Investments. Call 585-IRAs. MBT Investments, your partner for your financial journey. Securities and advisory services are offered through LPL Financial, registered investment advisor and broker-dealer member FINRA/SIPC. Insurance products are offered through LPL or its licensed affiliates. Securities and insurance offered through LPL or its affiliates are not insured by FDIC or any government agency, not bank guaranteed, not bank deposits or obligations may lose value.
NIAC is proud to help support North Iowa athletes. Working hard and being part of a team is a great way to learn lessons for life, and learning is what NIAC is all about, beginning with high school juniors and seniors who can start building college credits now for free. Learn more at niac.edu.
Forest City Auto is your Napa Auto Care Center where we work on all types of vehicles and guarantee our work with a 2-year part and labor warranty. With free pickup and delivery, we're the place to call. And if you don't talk to Cheyenne or Lorena, you've called the wrong place. Forest City Auto.
Hy-Vee in Forest City is a proud supporter of the Forest City Indians. Stop in and check out their pharmacy. It's built for you. No waiting in lines for the pharmacy. The pharmacy will be waiting for you. Hy-Vee is your full-service, employee-owned grocery store here in Forest City. Go Indians from Hy-Vee. Malin Egg Service of Forest City is a proud supporter of Forest City High School athletics. Nate Malin is with you from the word go. From planting to harvest, you can count on Nate. Contact him today in Forest City at 641-860-1712. Nate will help you put the right seed on your acres. 641-860-1712.
The County Line C team of Chuck Rubish, Jake Young, and myself, Matt Keel, are your premier and local DeKalb, Asgrow, AgriGold, and NK dealer in Forest City. With a combined over 30 years of seed experience, we're setting a new trend in agriculture at County Line. Call today at 641-581-3300 or visit us off the Airport Blacktop in Forest City.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com as Forest City will defeat Okoboji tonight by a final score of 42-6 is the final. Indians, a big victory here for Forest City to close out the 2022 season, and the Indians, a little bit of a chippy game. We had a ton of personal fouls, 5 or 6 or more personal fouls at some points of this game. We had 2 targeting calls that were thrown, just a ton of penalties in this game, about 250 or so yards of penalties in this game between these two teams combined. But I think Forest City is happy and okay to get out with a victory. Again, the Indians come up 1 yard shy of 500 yards of total offense. What does that yard, what do we go back to that yard for? Well, that 57-yard touchdown run by Jack Thompson that got reversed, that was the Indians' 500 yards right there. Instead, it turned into a 56-yard touchdown from Andy Olson, which brings the Indians that 1 yard shy of 500 yards of total offense in this game, but still $4.99. You're happy with that, and a victory. You're happy to end your season on a high note. End your season with a victory tonight over the Pioneers of Okoboji. Forest City will improve their record to 3-6 overall, and it is the end of the careers for a ton of really good seniors for this Forest City football team. So many great seniors that have done so much for this program, and just I don't want to miss anybody, so not going to just call out anybody, but almost everybody, every single one of these seniors has just done so much for this program and been so instrumental for this program, and I'm sure Coach Moore will talk about them as well. I'll give Coach Moore an opportunity to talk about all these seniors on Saturday on the Coach's Corner program. Hopefully you're able to join us on Saturday for the Coach's Corner program. We'll have that for you on Saturday morning. Talk with Coach Moore about 10:15 on Saturday, and that'll be the final one of the year for for Forest City. We got more football coming your way tomorrow night as Belmont, Clemmy, and Lake Mills, they will play. Belmont, Clemmy, Lake Mills will play football tomorrow night. That contest will be 7 o'clock in Belmont as Tyler Harlow will be in Belmont for the call of that one on the Lake Mills stream. A ton of football games for you on a Friday night. What else would you be doing here on a Friday night than listening and watching to high school football? A.J. Taylor is heading to Olwine as Garner Hayfield Ventura will close their season at Olwine. So A.J. Taylor will have that 7 o'clock from Olwine. A.J. will have all the coverage of that one for you on the Garner Hayfield Ventura stream. And then the big one, it's playoff football time in Iowa as West Hancock and Nashua Plainfield will meet up in Britt at 7 o'clock. That game will be on KHAM, here on KIOW, and also video streamed live at KIOW.com with Jay and Kevin on the call for that one. Should be a lot of fun. All right, we'll take about a minute here. We're going to come back, wrap up all of our stats in about 1 minute, and we'll continue on with our post-game show brought to you by County Line Seeds. County Line Seeds is the sponsor of our post-game show tonight. County Line Seeds is located off the airport blacktop in Forest City. Not happy with what you're seeing in the fields? Give Jake, Matt, or Chuck a call today at 641-581-3300 or visit them in the industrial park on the south side of Forest City. County Line Seeds is a sponsor of our post-game show. We'll have that post-game show for you in about 1.5 minutes here on KIOW.
The County Line Seed team of Chuck Rubish, Jake Young, and myself, Matt Keel, are your premier and local DeKalb, Asgrow, AgriGold, and NK dealer in Forest City. With a combined over 30 years of seed experience, we're setting a new trend in agriculture at County Line. Call today at 641-581-3300 or visit us off the airport blacktop in Forest City.
After serving the Forest City community for over 50 years, Wilson Dental is now expanding to serve you better. We look forward to seeing you at our Forest City and our Garner location. Wilson Dental, where your smile is our reward.
Miller Pharmacy has complete prescription services. Free delivery in town, by mail, along with curbside pickup located at the Mercy One Clinic in Forest City. Miller Pharmacy is also open Saturday mornings and gladly accepts Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Call ahead and your script refill will be ready for you. No need to wait. Miller Pharmacy of Forest City.
FCIS Insurance is proud to support our local athletes throughout the year. Let FCIS be your partner, not just your agent, helping you with all your insurance needs.
After this.
With multiple carriers, we can get you the best coverage for the best price. Call us today at 800-331-1520. Good luck, Indians, from FCIS Insurance.
Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City. Top Dead Center is a full-line Western dealer with blades and snow control equipment. They also carry truck accessories of all kinds, fifth wheel hitches, LED lights, and more. Call 641-512-5529. Top Dead Center Truck Equipment in Forest City.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Our post-game show today brought to you by County Line Seeds. County Line Seeds off the airport blacktop in Forest City brings you tonight's post-game show, and we appreciate them and all their support here of us here at KIOW. You're out there in the fields right now. I hope you're, if you're not liking what you see, I hope you do, of course, but if you don't, give those guys a call. All right, let's take a look at our post-game stats. First of all, our scoring summary from this contest. In the first quarter, Sam Clausen 9 yards out, 7-0 Forest City. Ty Dillevue finds a touchdown pass to Kellen Moore, 51 yards for the Indians, 14-0. In the second quarter, Andy Olson ran for 7 yards and a score, 21-0. Sam Clausen from 42 yards out. What a fun run that was for Clausen. Clausen had another 70-yarder or so that was called back. But a 42-yard rush for Sam Clausen, the back of the future here for Forest City. 28-0 Indians in the third quarter. We go to the fourth. Forest City not done there. Robe Berry, 46-yard touchdown, makes it 35-0. Now on the board for the first time is Okoboji as Salmon runs from 78 yards out to make it, 88 yards out to make it a 35-6 score, and then it was Andy Olson from 56 yards out, 42-6 is the final. Forest City finds another score there to make it 42-6 as Andy Olson from 56 yards out. What a rush there for Andy, and the score for the Indians. Indians win 42-6. Taking a look at our individual stats in this contest for Forest City, Ty Dillavu threw 22 times, completed 8 of them for 132 yards, 36% completion rate, 1 touchdown. Andy Olson had 18 rushes for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. Sam Clausen had 9 rushes for 80 yards and 2 touchdowns. Robe Berry had 1 rush for 46 yards and a touchdown. Jack Thompson, 3 attempts for 34 yards. Ty Dillavu, 3 attempts for 38 yards. Kellen Moore had 3 rushes for 88 yards and a touchdown. Jack Thompson, 4 receptions for 34 yards, an 8.5-yard average. Robe Berry had 1 reception for 9. Kellen Moore led the Indians with 8 tackles, 6 solo, 4 assisted. Kearney had 5.5, 4 solo, 3 assisted. Clausen, 4 tackles, 3.5 for Andy Olson. Bransoy had 3. It was 2 for Robe Berry, 2 for Trevor Seidel, 2 for Krutzinger, 2 for Swearingen, 2 for Corey Thorson, 1.5 for Brock Good. Jack Thompson had a tackle. Ryan Bailey had a tackle. Nick Donchie had a tackle. A half a tackle for Sopko, half a tackle for Feldman. And that is it. No, 1 interception for Jackson Archer defensively also for Forest City. Connor Sopko 6 for 6 on PATs tonight, so good to see Sopko out there making 6 for 6 on PATs here in his final football game for Forest City. Krutzinger had 3 punts for 71 yards, a 23-yard average. Kellen Moore had 2 attempts on punt returns, 25 yards, a 12.5-yard average. And Kearney had 1 kick return for Forest City, just fell on it after there for Forest City. So counts as a kick return, no yardage as that ball was dropped and then he jumped on it. For Forest City as a team, the Indians run 59 plays, 499 yards of total offense, 23 minutes and 44 seconds of clock time tonight for Forest City offensively. 37 rushes for 368 yards, 131 yards through the air, 1 passing touchdown. 21 first downs, 14 of them on the ground, 4 of them through the air, 3 of them via penalties. Forest City was 4 of 11 on 3rd down. They were 1 of 4 on 4th down. Had 10 penalties for 85 yards, 3 punts for an average of 23 yards. Okoboji, 50 plays, 246 yards of offense. 24 minutes and 16 seconds time of possession. Had 39 rushes for 208 yards. Threw the ball 11 times, 5 of them complete. 38 yards, had an INT. 8 first downs, 6 of them through on the ground, 2 of them through the air. 1 of 10 on 3rd down, 1 of 5 on 4th down. 8 penalties for 90 yards, 5 punts for a 39.5, almost 40-yard average in the punt game tonight. Some pretty monster punts there for Okoboji in that game. Helped flip the field from time to time. There for Okoboji, Salmon, 12 rushes for 164 yards and a touchdown. Salmon had 5 attempts, 17 yards, 4 attempts for Wright for 17 yards. Chapman, 9 attempts for 8 yards. Then you got the linemen. You had 5 attempts there from linemen. None of them were able to find the end zone. One of them was called back. We also saw some receiving stats. Nathaniel Franklin, 2 for 23. Schlachter had 1 for 10. Let's see. Chapman had 1 for 2. Nesh had 7 tackles, 7 solo. Tackle for a loss. Gronke had 5 tackles, 5 solo. Paz had 4 tackles, Franklin 3 tackles, and you had 5 punts for 99 yards, a 40-yard average out of Munsney here in this contest, and a bunch of kick returns. Salmon, 26 yards on 3 attempts. Talon Wright, 1 for 22, 1 for 16. Salmon had 1 for 12, and Schlachter had 1 for no yardage in this game. Again, Forest City will close their season at 3-6 overall. The Indians find a victory here to close out the season. Okoboji 1-8 to end their season. More football comes your way tomorrow right here on KIOW as Jay and Kevin we'll have the call of West Hancock and Nashua Plainfield first-round postseason game. We'll have it for you right here on KIOW and on KHM, video streamed live at KIOW.com. I will have the call of the same game, but for Koloff Media's sister station in Charles City. I will be calling for the Nashua Plainfield Huskies on their station, KCHA in Charles City, tomorrow night. So should be a lot of fun from Brent. We'll also have Belmont, Clemmy, and Lake Mills from Belmont on the video stream. Garner Hayfield Ventura goes to Olwine. We'll have that for you on the video stream as well as we close out. All of our area schools will be done with football except for, well, hopefully except for West Hancock. Could be done with football there on Friday night. Hopefully not. Hopefully the Eagles are able to find a first-round win over Nashua Plainfield. Don't tell the Nashua Plainfield fans that I'll be calling for on KCHA that I just said that tomorrow night, but should be a lot of fun there from Britt. And then again, Waldorf football comes to KIOW on Saturday. 6 straight days of sports here on KIOW will end with Waldorf football coming your way on Saturday as Iowa State is off. So the Waldorf Warriors come here to KIOW on Saturday, 1:45 pregame show. AJ Taylor has the coverage of that one for you. So still a couple more days of sports here in our little bit of a marathon to close out the volleyball and the football postseasons. We'll just have a few teams remaining come next week. Not much sports remaining here in the fall season. We'll see how far we can follow those West Hancock Eagles, maybe back to the Unidome and back for another state championship. Want to thank all of you for joining us throughout the year here on KIOW and Forest City football fans for tuning in each and every single Friday and Thursday night for high school football. We've really appreciated you and enjoyed to have you along the way throughout this season. It's been such a fun time once again calling Forest City football, and we'll see you come winter time as got a bright future for the wrestling teams and the basketball teams. Should be a lot of fun. Also, cross-country teams making to the state. I'll have a story on KIOW tomorrow, so look out for that story about the cross-country teams going to state tomorrow online at KIOW.com. Want to thank Mel back at the studio for all of his hard work tonight. He was our studio engineer, and we appreciate him this evening back at KIOW. If you heard a sponsor on tonight's broadcast, go out, patronize those businesses, and tell them that you appreciate their support of Forest City High School Indian Athletics. For the final time for Forest City High School for the 2022 season, I'm Zarin Egestal, a 42-6 win for Forest City Okoboji over Okoboji. Good night, everybody.
Yep.